Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 Never Lil Show. It's hot. 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 Taste it hot. I'm ready. Never Lil. Let's go. Never Lil Show. Yeah. Motivation speakers. Yeah. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Eli always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. Wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo? Favorite nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth. Adriana. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it, listen.
It's the love and live show. Love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live.
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, please stay. Love and live. Get up, please stay. Love and live.
Love and live. Each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
Routine.
The love and live show.
Yep. This is Love and Live Shots.
Thank you to Blind Guy is right there live. All right. Here we are.
I thought there was more.
He was just drinking.
I was just drinking.
He was getting into it like, hey, what's going on? What is this?
I had no clue. I think Eli be doing that stuff on purpose, so I'm just gonna tell you what
Not
I've
me.
been thinking.
No way, not
He
me.
did not prepare me. I'm just letting y'all know that your all's favorite nephew is acting up.
No, I don't think we acting up. I think we kind of good over here.
Okay.
Feeling the vibe, all right? So,
okay.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
What does that mean here on the Love and Live
It
Show?
means relationship advice. And
Absolutely.
I got a whole bunch because you've been acting up.
Oh, no.
Y'all know he's been acting up.
Oh,
Y'all already know he's been acting up. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Y'all know she acting up. You got to bring the auntie to the relationship advice. She's acting up. All right. We got to figure out this auntie-nephew relationship that we got to go over. Got going on over here.
We've been going
she
through
really,
some things.
she coming through with the
Eli's been
foolishness.
acting up. I had to attack him today.
But anyway, we're going to start from the top, all right? We'll be going on the journey with this wonderful woman here. We got Liz B. Journeys! Lizzie B. Rolling deep. How you doing, Liz? Welcome in, all right?
Okay.
Have you ever thought back to the Renaissance period?
Yes.
Just reminiscing on something that you ain't seen. We have my Renaissance grandma. She said,
welcome
hey,
in,
everyone.
Welcome in.
How you doing, my Renaissance grandma? Oh, we got to welcome in the prayers. All right.
Yeah.
We've got Spiky in the building.
President 2024.
2024
Okay,
free
Spikey,
tacos.
we gotta ask, where were you on Monday on President's Day? You came in a little late, I had to, cover for you.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, just give me a call. Let me know.
Oh yeah, the president can't be late on President's Day.
You
but
can't be late on President's Day.
There's
It
so
was
many
your day.
meetings
It
and
was
so
your
many things.
day.
It just
I know.
the schedule just gets a
But
little
you still gotta
hectic.
make it a family meeting.
Well, We're gonna have to just wipe it down, all right?
Okay, we're gonna wipe it down.
We've got
Wipe Down TV
in the building.
Yeah.
Wipe down.
Get your shirt. Get your
If you
shirt,
ain't subscribed, you better wipe down. All right, we got Wipe Down in the building. Oh, this young man, he used to actually bring that money to the bank.
Yeah.
Now he just got to talk about it.
Okay,
All right, we
okay.
got Jared Talks. What's good, Jared? He said, "Hey y'all, long time no see. What's going on, Jared? Hope you've been doing good.
Hey, Jerry.
Oh snap, we got the one and only
Shirley
Dabney.
Dabney.
We got Shirley in here. Shirley in here.
Shirley.
Wait, what about Shirley?
I don't know. Tell me.
Thank you too. Shirley Dabney. All right, we got Shirley in the building. You know what?
What?
Not only do we have Shirley,
We
we have Deborah Garrett. Deborah's in here, all right? Deborah said, "Hey, everyone. What's going on, Deborah?
Hey.
What's going on?" She started dancing up in the chat earlier, too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this one she's precious to us.
Yes, she's very precious.
I mean, she might be just precious to everybody at this point, all
well,
right?
I'm just taking precious to me.
Wow, I got to say it on a personal note,
You
too.
know
We
what?
have Precious Pieces. She said, "Hey, y'all. How you doing? What's going on, Nicole? How you doing today?"
How you doing?
Not only do we have her in the building,
we have
Bonnie Jill. Bonnie Jill is in here saying, "Eleanor and Elijah, what's going on, Bonnie Jill? What's going on? How you feeling today?"
Yeah, how you doing?
All right. Oh, okay.
Okay,
you know,
what?
from dusk till
Dawn.
we have Don Hood. Don Hood is in here. You know, she said, "Hello, everyone. How you doing, Don? It's nice seeing you today.
Yes.
Nice seeing you." Wipe Down said, "Hey, Queen and Eli. What's going on, Wipe Down?"
How you doing?
Okay. Spike said, "President here. Hashtag free tacos."
That's right.
You know the vibes.
Get my tacos.
All right. You know who's in here?
Yeah.
Every relationship advice tapped in.
Yeah.
We have Sleazy. Sleazy in the building, all right? Sleazy, what's going on?
How you doing, Sleazy?
All right, Sleazy saying love and live. Showing peace to the chat.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
What?
We got somebody that do it themselves.
What they do?
You know? We have
Steph
DIY
Queen is in the building.
What's going on, Steph? How you doing?
How you doing?
She know how to do it herself. All right.
Yes, she do.
All right. She ain't got to
She's
get
a
up off nobody's help. She do it
queen,
herself.
You know what I mean? That royalty just walks on in here.
All right. Okay, you know who we also have coming through?
You know, I need a little butter to, make sure I'm all right.
Definitely, because especially when you slide to the dream house like that, you got to really get straight, get good.
Exactly.
We had Cocoa Butter Barbie TV. Throw her up on the television.
Woo!
Cocoa Butter Barbie in the building.
She's on the television right now.
Welcome in. Sleazy said they let anybody run for president. Spiky ain't anybody though. All right, so you got to clarify.
Yeah.
Spiky ain't just anybody. But at this point, it seemed like they're letting anybody run.
Letting anybody.
Okay.
But we know who's gonna win, right?
Come on.
Spiky.
That's the movement.
She's been campaigning for years, and we ain't got time for this.
Steph said, "I'm at work. I just wanted to say hi." All right,
Thank
Steph.
you so much, Steph.
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate the love.
Yes.
Appreciate the support. Let me get the full word out. But it seemed like we got somebody in here that seems very familiar.
Really?
Very, very familiar.
Do I know?
You know who this is?
Mm.
Some say everybody loves him.
What?
There was a show where everybody hated him.
What?
We have Bubba 007 Hall, aka everybody loves Chris.
Everybody loves Chris.
Said, "Hey, my bro, Wipe Down." Saying what's good is Sleazy and Spiky.
What's up?
Oh, you know who we have in here?
Yeah.
We got Tamika Davis. Tamika, how are you doing today? She's coming in saying hello to everyone. All right.
Hey.
Everyone is getting a hi.
Yes.
A hello.
Hello.
How you doing? All right. What's going on, Tamika?
Yes.
So now we done got caught up.
Yeah, we done got caught up.
We feeling it. We feeling the vibe.
Yes.
We feeling the vibe.
So,
all right.
like today, Eli allowed me to be on the computer, so I got privileges today.
Yeah.
I only got my 15%. And I was on some channels and I realized, okay, so when I was on one earlier today, and they were talking about relationships of being like single and then being married, and they were talking about how people sleep in separate rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, there'd be no way I could sleep in separate rooms because I got to make sure my cold feet get on Chris. Yeah. And if I'm in a different room, my
you
cold
can't
feet
do that.
Yeah.
You know, just don't
so
work like
if we
that.
had different rooms, I would just be following him. He just wouldn't have no privacy because my cold feet got to be on him. It's been there since day one of our relationship, and we make sure to keep that facet of our relationship strong.
The cold feet.
The cold feet.
Warmed up by,
Chris.
He's cooled down, but you warmed up.
No, he's hot.
So
when I do it, I kind of warm it down.
It's just balance, you know.
You balance it.
Relationship
it's
is all
almost
about
like
balance.
when you press her hair, you get the eyes really hot, but you kind of blow it and put it on the towel before you put it on the person's hair because you don't want to burn their hair.
You're getting very specific and real technical with it. We got somebody walking in. All right, we got
Cole walked in the building, and then Cole, you did the thing. He got to level 25.
You turned words on streaming and got to level 25.
I need to know what happens at level 25.
He made a whole short about it.
I'm just saying.
He had us getting hype over here.
I'm like, what?
You wish you was there for that moment. Welcome in, Cole. Welcome in, Cole. So here we are at relationship advice.
Yes.
So
don't forget to like.
Yeah, don't forget to like.
Yes.
Share this out and drop in any relationship related questions that you might have. Feel free, because we are at least gonna look at them.
Yeah.
Talk it up. All right, but as you can see in the title.
Yes.
All right, we have partner seeing an old flame for dinner.
Ooh.
Now, you know, that one seems a little crazy. And we're gonna talk about it a little bit more as we welcome in somebody who always got the crumble cookie. You know, she always saying sisters and strawberry and bro panda.
Yes.
You know who it is. We got Sandra Clark, aka Boo Bears. Boo Bears in the building. How you doing,
Boo Bear in the building.
So are you cold? We see
you
got
I'm
the
freezing.
blanket
I got,
on.
you know, these
Whose blanket is this? Is it an animal? It's a cat in a cat blanket.
Yeah, and they're upside down right now.
It's a cat blanket.
I'm freezing. They be trying to freeze me out, y'all. I'm just telling you, as relationship advice, me and Chris and Eli do not get along.
Okay, we're gonna have to drop all that because Cole's right here said, how does it feel to be second place in our relationship, love and live?
Well, it doesn't bother me much because now I see what's going to happen in the future. And I'm excited about that. And I'm trying to get the juice. But first place, don't want to give me the juice. So what's up with that? Are we being stingy or what? Like, what's going on, Cole? Why we got to be stingy, Cole? Why you can't give me the juice, Cole? I just want to know what's going on. I'm just saying, as relationship advice.
All right, we're going to welcome in this next person. I guess the snake is not working. We have Erectile Dysfunction. Welcome in, welcome. We got Erectile in here saying hello, everybody.
Yes.
Oh, we got our favorite cookie critter in here. We got
Oreo
Mouse. 888. Okay. Oreo Mouse in here saying hello, Love and Liz show. How you doing? And hello to everyone.
I'm doing
What's
good.
Going on?
I'm
What's
doing
going
good.
on?
You know, going through some things with Chris and Eli and apparently Cole. Because Cole is tripping. Chris over there tripping. Eli right here tripping. And Cole in the TV tripping.
Oh, dang.
Oh, Oreo, help
like
me.
A little bit of
Oreo, help
me.
I need relationship advice. What do you do when all the men around you is tripping? I didn't even know.
Dang, we're going to welcome in a wonderful man as well. We have Steve Gilmore. Steve, how you doing today?
Yes.
It's nice seeing you in here, Steve. You're saying checking in.
Yes.
Happy hump day, family.
Woo, woo, woo.
All right, Steve,
Happy
I hope you have
nothing
but a blessed day today, all right? We got somebody who be living. All right, she took a little break, but now she's back at it.
Yeah.
We got Cynthia living with MS. Cynthia.
My sister in the building.
Cynthia, how you doing?
Yes, help me. Can y'all answer my relationship rights question?
She's acting up. Okay, all right. You know who's in here?
Oh my
We have Life at the Logan. So funny, TSN. We gotta praise God. Let's get a blessing that teach you a lesson. Here we go, praise God. Yeah. Hey, we got Life at the Logan saying, "Hey, fam." They said, "Oh, okay. Are we still doing buy me a coffee? Or are we doing join button? Well, we're going to explain it in just a quick second. Here we go.
Thank you, too. Life at the longest.
Membership. What's going on now?
Oh, we got the Run Me My Money
Emoji pay!
That's for all you Run Me My Money fans. I love to be saying, Run Me My Money. We got it for you.
All right, so what do you get? What do you get in emoji
You
pack?
get some emojis.
All
When you
right,
hit
so
the button,
run it.
You gonna get all kinds of Run Me My Money emojis. Hit it.
Okay, so that is what is happening. You can use our membership here on YouTube, and you get access to the Run Me My Money emoji pack.
Yep.
All right, and if you would like to support us further, where can you support us at? BuyMeACoffee.com/LoveAndLiveShow. All right, we back at it. I hope that was able to get the message across.
I don't know.
You want to say it a little bit more?
Okay, so this is our emoji pack that's on YouTube. Our membership is on Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Put simply. Simplify.
Yeah. Simple.
Okay. Cole Oreo said, I just ignored him. All right. Cole said, so level 22 is hard. It's 2 fake letter, hidden word as well. But we got to wipe out on level 22.
Oh, wow.
And that boosted him to level 25. All right. Oreo said, and I'll walk away.
Oh my goodness. Well, that seems like, that's going to be, ooh.
Sandra, she said, yeah, happy Wednesday to Sisters and Strawberry and Bro Panda. Hope you guys are having an awesome day.
We are.
We're having a good time over here.
Yes, we are.
Sleazy said one of the emojis was inspired by Sleazy. All right.
Oh, goodness. Yes.
So, we in here. We're coming in. Now,
I
we
have
see
my
the
relationship
title.
advice. And,
See the title. We have Partners Seeing Old Flame for Dinner. Now, how do you feel about this? Should we add more detail, or is this just enough for you?
I'm gonna tell you, if I'm gonna see my old partner for dinner,
yeah,
my now partner is going with me. That's just what it is. I don't even know why I want to see my old. That's what I'm saying. I don't. I got a lot of old exes, and I don't think I want to see any of them.
You don't want to see none of the old flames?
No, I don't think I want to see
Well, in Sleazy's opinion, a free meal is a free meal, right? Oh, man. We're going to welcome somebody in here, all right? We got 5-time award-winning House of X Entertainment Incorporated. We stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining. Hey,
turn me up.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey.
We got House of X in the building.
Yeah.
They said, how everybody doing?
They're doing good.
All right, what's going on? Sleazy said a free meal is a free meal.
And she is right about that.
So you said, if the partner is seeing any old flame, anything, really, why can't I go to the dinner?
No,
she's saying, I'm required to go to the dinner.
No, I'm just saying I would make sure. Like, if I'm going to see an ex. Now, if I'm single and I want to see you, because I'm like partner. Sleazy, I'm going to eat. I don't care. Boyfriend, girlfriend, if I want to go, I'm going. Because I'm single. But if I'm with, like, my honey bunches of oats, Chris, and I'm going to go see my ex, my honey bunches of oats is going to go with me. I'm not going by myself. And I still don't understand why I want to see the ex anyway. Is he dying? Is he giving me millions? I mean, what is the point of me seeing him?
Well, Oreo said, I'd rather see an alien instead of an old flame.
I feel you.
So
I'm not that, I don't have none of my exes are my friends.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't know why I would see any of my, like, say my ex-husband wanted to see me. Why? You see how I acted when he called. Fumbled the phone, accidentally answered it. I just don't do well with doing X. I think exes need to be exes for a reason. I X'd you out of my life. We X.
Okay.
Why I gotta see you?
All right.
And if you're dying, why are you talking to me about it?
All right.
And if you're giving me $1 million, why are you giving it to me while my hands out? Why are you giving me this $1 million? Hurry up, put it in my hands.
Oreo said, I would rather see an alien instead of an old flame.
Yeah.
I was like, say yes for millions.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? How my hands be out. I said, why you sit? Why? Hurry up. But I don't know why we doing this.
You know who we got in here?
Who we got?
We've got the Bud Falls. All right, they said hello, peoples. How you doing, Bud Falls?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on through. And then we got hey Queen,
Hey King. Don't touch my song, Eli.
No, we haven't here. We had
Unbiased LLC.
Welcome in, Unbiased. She said, hey, Queen Lenore and King Eli in chat.
Yeah.
We got Unbiased in the building, all right?
Sissy in the building.
Okay. So the partner's seeing the old flame. So
no, I'm just not doing it.
You feel like, if Uncle Chris is over here entertaining a little something and he's going over to that dinner, you're not feeling it.
He going to dinner?
Yeah, he going to dinner.
Okay.
It's the partner.
Okay.
So he's going to dinner. And hey, what do you do about him going to the dinner with the
he's going to dinner with an ex-flame?
Yeah, the old flame. Old flame calling.
Mm-hmm.
Wah, 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 wah. All of a sudden, dinner's playing. He's like, oh, why don't I go see so-and-so?
Oh, that's what
and then go to dinner.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah. And you're laughing. So it doesn't really seem like it's too good, all right?
Chris! So would you go out with your ex for dinner? Okay. He said no. Because y'all didn't hear that. He said no. But, would you go see an ex?
No, I feel like what's the point of doing anything like that? And
And
like you said,
my husband under the bus.
And like you said, if you bring in a situation like that, we're going to make this a team event, all right? We're going to just... I feel like if you're even entertaining an ex, there got to be some type of friend.
That's what I'm saying. If there's a friend, you guys were friends before we got together. That's what I'm telling you. They came into town, but I still feel like I would go.
Well, Bubba 007 Hall has some choice words in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, so
y'all don't play with my honey bunches. Though. You heard what he said?
Oh my!
Eli trying to throw my honey bunches under the bus. Did you see that?
We gotta welcome somebody in.
Did you see that?
We got Beauty Boss by Jamie. She said, hey, how you doing?
Hey.
All right, Beauty Boss in the building. All right, mess with the business.
And Reptile said,
I wouldn't even talk to her, let alone go anywhere with her.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't even answering the phone. Thank you. And Reptile, I'm like, what? I ain't got nothing to do with you. You ex.
Well, we're gonna put some context in this situation. This particular situation.
Go ahead, go put some context.
All right, that we rooted the question from.
Okay, go ahead.
That we got it in the title. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is the man. He's hearing from his significant other that the ex has come in town, and the ex's old flame has come in town, and apparently they're cordial. They have a good relationship, right? But they're coming to dinner at a hotel. And he just wanted to know, is he overreacting for feeling the way that he's feeling? Because he's like, this is not really sounding okay to me, but he's feeling like she's making it sound okay.
And this is where I'm going to give you the wrong advice. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to give you the wrong advice, but this is advice that I could give, because this is what I would do.
Yeah, this is
what Queen Lenore would do.
Mm-hmm.
I would have told Chris, oh, are you planning on going?
Mm-hmm.
He says yes. And I'd be like, oh, okay. So when are you moving out? The relationship is over because you are allowed to do whatever you want. But you're also allowed to deal with this consequences. Peace. Like Blind Guy and his wife say, deuces.
All right, we got somebody to welcome.
I already told you it was wrong advice, so I'm not even going to ask for forgiveness because I told you when I said it. It was wrong advice.
Sleazy said, man, have her send you a DoorDash. Just kidding. I'm the loyalist in a relationship. All right, Sleazy. Nice catch. All right. We got to welcome somebody in.
Okay, come on.
First, we got to make this go viral. All right. But then we started getting interested in a little bit of crime.
Doesn't go viral yet, but I'm gonna make something go viral.
We had to watch it on a podcast. You know who we have in here?
Who got?
We got Make This. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm over here breaking abbreviations. Yeah. We got MTGV Crime Podcast. Woo! It's a crime podcast. You better make it go viral.
And with this topic, we see how the crime started. Okay, we got crime from the beginning.
From the beginning, and we don't want to see the end of it.
Well, it's going to be the end, and MTGV is going to investigate it. Yes. So what happened at the crime scene? Well, he kind of told me he was going to see his ex for dinner, and I kind of laid down the law with some knives. I don't know how the knives got into his body, but it is what it is. You investigate, let me know, because it is what it is.
Miss V, you know, she said, hey, love and live. She said, hey, y'all, all right. Said, hey.
Oh, no, not the hotel.
Yeah, said, yeah.
Oh, hey, no, don't do no
a motel.
Yeah, and like that made some sense. Y'all better go to McDonald's.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that'd be the end of that relationship. I'm just going to tell you, I have to end it. It's best that I break up with you than me kill you.
Okay.
You know, you got choices.
That's the way you're going to say
And I look at my choice and say, I'd rather break up with you. If you felt that was an okay conversation to have with me and you felt that you need to go out with your ex, then go out with your ex. You are now single to do so.
Okay. All right.
I'll make it easy.
said not McDonald's.
Yeah. McDonald's. You ain't going to no hotel. Shoot. Cole said, don't kill him. Better ask my ex. He won't ask me for dinner.
You're acting out. You're actually acting out.
My ex would be like, oh, no, I ain't asking her out for dinner. What the heck? Shoot. If I ask her out for dinner, I might not make it. I need her husband to come. Chris, can you come out with us? Something going on. Lenore asked me out and I can't do it. I'm scared for my life. Come get your wife. Come get your wife.
Oh man, you acting up.
He has a police escort.
Cole said, Bubba, you've been warned. He already got the one a long time ago.
He know.
But said, no, don't do it.
I'm just saying, there's some things I can handle. I don't think I can handle. I'm just saying on my point of view. Y'all can give yours. I'm just saying on my point of view, I can't do that. Okay. And Chris definitely. And Chris don't keep friends. So for an ex to come out and say, I'm at a hotel meeting now, I got a problem because I'm like,
oh, yes,
you ain't good with friendship. So how she come over in the picture ex?
I'm not even going to McDonald's with her.
Exactly. I don't think Chris will go anywhere. Like,
oh man.
Click. We can't even have this conversation.
So
I might die from just having a conversation about it.
Cole said the X is an X for a reason.
Thank you. Why are we having anything to talk about?
All right, so we done picked up the conversation and now we're putting it down. Do you have any other
Well, yeah, because you guys got me all hyped up about this one conversation.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat.
Yeah, because
throw them in the chat. Relationship advice. All right, do you have a bit of relationship advice for everyone?
I have to think about it now.
You don't?
I had some before this conversation.
Yeah, then it kind of just like, whoa.
Because you put me in danger zone.
I mean, I could give you some time to think. I have one that's coming to mind.
Oh, go ahead.
To ask you,
yes,
all right?
Go ahead.
So, say you have a sibling, right? A sibling in the hospital. And just kind of imagine how close you are to your siblings.
Okay.
Say you have a sibling in the hospital.
Yeah.
And so say, okay, there's only limited time.
Yeah.
All right. And as more people are added, the time is shortened. Okay. This is not how it goes, but this is it's similar in this situation. But say, they're in the hospital, right? And you have the time is getting limited, maximum capacity, so-and-so. They're trying to get people in and out. All right, so if you bring in 2 people, your time is getting cut. You guys both got to go, right? Mm-hmm. And your mother is saying that you pretty much don't deserve your spot. How would you feel about that?
Okay, I got confused.
Okay, you got confused. All right.
Yeah.
You got hospital time.
Hospital time.
That's simple. You got hospital time. All right.
And my sister's about to die.
Yeah.
and we all get like 10 minutes
Yeah,
each.
exactly.
And then my mama took my 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think that would happen.
I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't have that happen. But what would you say for somebody in that situation?
I would go in on my 10 minutes. I don't care what mama said.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sleazy said Queen didn't follow you.
I was so lost. He be going these long about ways, and I just be so lost.
I was trying to world build a little bit, but we ain't got to build the whole world like that.
Yeah, I was.
Coach, I'm gonna run some words on stream for a minute. All right, y'all have a great day, Love and Live.
You
all right,
too.
you take care,
give
Cole.
Me the
you
info.
take care.
I appreciate it.
All right. Okay, so Sleazy said Queen did not follow me.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put that one aside, but Sleazy did come through with a question.
She said,
what about friends and family dating exes? How you feeling about that?
You know, I haven't seen it done correctly yet, so I just don't agree with that. Like, I mean, if
just you seem to
no, because I gotta get it in your head. There's two ways to go about this conversation. So it could be an ex, and nobody knew about the ex, and you dated, and you be like, "Oh, I me and him used to date." I really don't care at that moment because you didn't know we were together, and you guys are together, and we're not together. We broke up. We're fine. But if you knew that was my ex, in my mind, and I'm just telling you, in my mind, I would feel like they already had something lingering while we were together.
Yeah.
I would think y'all must have been thinking about each other while we were together for y'all. Y'all can see and tell me, no, it ain't true. For real, it ain't true. We just bumped into each other and we connected. No. I'm just saying no. I bumped into a lot of my friends' exes and I don't get connected. I'm not connected with them like that. I'm like, oh my God, like they were my brother. Not. You know what? Now that I'm not with so-and-so, you looking good.
You're not feeling this one.
No, I don't feel it. So I feel like I feel like it's wrong. But my mom would go, y'all broke up. You don't have no ownership of that person. And if you done with them, why does it bother you? That would be what my mama said.
Oh, and you put a whole voice on it
I
too.
Did.
Why she gotta sound like that?
I don't know. Because I'm mad now, Don't overstep boundaries. Like I got
so
friends.
You feel like that's a boundary you should not.
Yeah, because I'll be like, I think about like my one friend. Her and her boyfriend broke up. They've been broke up for years. So say me and Chris are not together or whatever.
Yeah.
And then me and him run into each other. We gonna talk, yeah, he, ha, ha, ha. But I'm not gonna go. All of a sudden, these stars come out, and I'm just.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel that. I think
and that's why you're saying something must have been going on before.
I think that you've been looking at each other before, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say I have kind of a different perspective, but it's very similar.
Okay.
Very similar in a way, all right? My whole thing is the first thought when I think about friends and family dating an ex, right?
Yeah.
All right. Like you said, they must have been showing signs before and something like that.
Yeah.
But especially if I'm really interested and I'm talking about this person to you, like we're close like that, I'm confiding in you about this person, having conversations, right? It just does seem like you on the malicious side. You just moving a little weird.
It ain't. I'm not moving with that. Like I said, to each his own because everybody sees things differently. But I'm one of those delayed. I call it delayed jealousy.
Oh, okay. It's delayed jealousy.
Like I don't get jealous of stuff. Like Chris goes out with the boys. I'm not paying that no attention. He on the phone with somebody. I'm just nosy just to be nosy. And I'm not thinking, oh, I'm catching them anything.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if any of my friends dated him after, if we say we got a divorce and they come up and date him afterwards, I'm looking at him like, what?
Yeah, it's just a confusion
because. He was like your brother, he should have been like your brother, we got that relationship. So why am I now looking at and then we together now?
Well, and then another thing I think about is how they're gonna integrate into your friends or family group. This person has already been within that, so
now
them
everybody
coming back in, it just looks weird. And now you putting in a situation. Well, how do you feel about this? And how you feel? Now you got a whole bunch of questions coming your way.
Yeah.
And it just seems very uncomfortable.
The dynamic is like shifting.
Yeah, and it just kind of like.
And I don't think I feel it. But like I said, I've never been in it. but I've seen people do it. And they'd be like, well, what if that was a person and the other person wasn't supposed to be together and that person and them was supposed to be together? But I have never seen it. I've seen it on Soul Food, but I have never seen it in reality where
something like that actually happened.
And they actually grew into, and then you go, well, they were meant to be together. You know what I mean?
I'm going to say also comes down to timing too. Like if this is 10 years down the line and I wasn't even with this person for a year, then I could kind of see something like that because I wasn't that invested. I wasn't that invested in. There's been time within it. You know, this person could be a whole different person at this point.
That's
the
true.
person that
Everybody
I knew
changes.
is gonna be different, and I mean, it might still be a little bit awkward, but I think I would be more accepting if it was.
Well, if you go with that question right there, then you have to also think about what if, like, you know, they say once a man cheats, they always a cheater. So you with this man, he cheated on you, you broke up. 10 years later, you get back with him, and people say you still have that same mindset you was when you were back with him. So why wouldn't it work the same as a friendship? How do you then change? You were like a brother to now I want to be with my brother.
Yeah, that is it. It's just a wild dynamic. All right, we got some people to welcome in.
Okay,
now,
let's
all
go
right?
ahead.
But we got some nice responses in here as well. All right?
Oh, let's get the response.
So we're gonna introduce and then we're gonna get to the responses.
Okay.
We gotta welcome somebody in here. We got
Stay.
Stay. How you doing? She said hello. I'm listening in the background.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I ain't got no coffee, but I got
take a sip for it. We got Tia
L
Coffee. That's my Taurus can right there. She said, beautiful, loving live.
Yeah.
And he like, all right, thank you. All right. You know who we also have in here? She be crafting. We've got
Lena Doyle
crafting. Lena Doyle in the building. How you doing, Lena? Welcome, man. All right. He's a small son, but a big chef. We have Micro Farmer. Micro Farmer. Yeah. He's in here. How you doing, Micro Farmer? Stay. We're gonna get to this latest one to going back a little bit. Stay said, talk that. My aunt made her best friend's life partner after she died, and our entire family cringed.
You know what I mean? It just and I see people do it on TV. So you got to see it face to face. I just don't. I feel some kind of way. Yeah. And I think it's because it's not normal to us. It's not normal to me at all. I don't want to like make anybody who has been through that feel bad, but it's just like one of those things that it just don't.
It is not clicking for you.
No,
you don't see it.
Because I've seen a lot of my exes. One of my best friend died. I would never, ever be with her ex. Well, it's like it's an ex widow or whatever. How you ever call? I just wouldn't.
Sandra said, "I tell mine, try me. All right, let an ex reach out to you and go out to eat or anything." I told him if you want teeth and kneecaps, do it and see what happens. Thanks, sister with strawberry. And then she also said, "Oh nah, you better not try to date my friends or family members. That is crossing the line to me, in my opinion." Sisters, strawberry bro pen.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. And then to my question earlier, I would ask my mother if she could say something to my sister for me.
Oh yeah.
Liz B says sleazy. That's off limits.
All the way off.
And that was to what? What about friends and family day nexus?
We ain't doing it. We just can't do it.
Lisa said 100% off limits. All right.
You be like this, like y'all, we all kicking it, and then next, some months down the line, a year down the line, now we all kicking it again. but that person is with somebody else.
Sleazy said that's out of pocket.
It would be a fight in the city.
No. Sandra said to me, it's a line that I feel you just don't cross. All right. You don't date your exes, friends, or family, vice versa. Same goes with your ex. They shouldn't date either.
That's what I'm saying. Go somewhere else. All these people in the world, you just pick mine. And me, I ain't got a lot of family. And I ain't got a lot of friends. So you really was eyeing mine for a long time because I got like this. This is my handful, the family and friends together, and you decided those are the people. All these people in the world, you came to these. No.
My girl said, I'm great, but this topic, I'm out. All right, I'm just watching. Sandra said, bro, farmer, by that comment, I already know what your answer is to that question. So he said, oh, y'all crazy.
I just tell you.
You know, Micro, business is business, all right? You got to handle it.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't crossing those lines. I just can't. Y'all tripping.
Man. The microphone be acting up. Stay, say, yes, all them fish in the sea.
Hey, then you coming over to my little, my little crab boil over here. That's where you want to go.
Not the crab boil. You acting up.
I'm just saying, it don't even make sense. You see how big the family is, like right here with friends.
Yeah.
And then you come. This is where you come to pick out of. You couldn't go to any other pond. You just came to my pond. You tripping.
To me, it just does kind of throw everything out of whack.
I just don't believe it's innocent.
But how would you feel about this?
Oh Lord.
Stepping back in this situation, all right. Say you had a feeling towards someone, right? And your friend or family member got with that person. All right. And that just didn't work out. That sizzled out. How would you? No. Would you still think it's all right?
I've been in that situation. So my friend that I call my sister, just like you know, when we was in high school, I had a crush on this guy. I thought he was just the finest thing in the world. I just had a crush on him. And so me and her ended up meeting. We got along. We were best friends and everything. And I found out she was dating him. And I was like, you know, that's been my biggest crush. She was like, for real? So yeah, that was my biggest crush. He's just so fine to me. Oh, really? We laughed and everything. Never did I ever set boundaries. And when they broke up, I didn't go, oh, it's my turn. No. Because this is my best friend. No. Matter of fact, I stopped looking at him like he was the crush. I was like,
what if there was
it took me a while to, because, you know, I had crushed on him for a long time.
What if they was only dating for a week?
I don't care.
You still feel like that line is, when do you feel like that line is made?
I just don't, you know what, like I said, there's too many men to choose from for me to have to go to your coattails of going like, oh, so you only dated him for a week, 2 hours, and 37
yeah.
I don't think that's not who I am. It's like, I don't want him anymore because you guys already dated. And what if you guys want to get back together?
That's true.
So we dated for a minute, and now he going back and forth. He playing ping pong, and we the balls. No.
All right. Well, what about this situation?
Oh Lord.
I'm throwing all the situations out. What if you know somebody who just is a businessman handling business? All right. So the laundry list of the ladies is a long list, or laundry list of men is a long list, right? And what if one of those comes to you? It's the same idea.
What you mean?
Say they get around, right?
I don't do it. I don't think people who get around.
No, say the person, right? The friend or family member gets around. All right.
Oh, no.
And they just have a whole bunch of people like that.
If you talk about it, I had a friend like that too.
You got so many that you don't even know.
No, I had a friend like that too. And I remember me and my best friend, when we met guys, the first thing we said is, do you know a blank, blank, blank? And they were like, yeah. We didn't ask if they was together. We didn't ask if they did anything. All you had to tell us, you know so-and-so? Yeah. Peace. We ain't doing
questions to ask.
That was a question. Back in our day, that was our question. If you knew her, you was not getting with us, period.
Well, Micro Farmer said, all right, as long as there's no kids involved, it's all fair game. Can't go from aunt, uncle, or stepmom, dad. But if it's no kids, it's a fair game. Micro said everybody on the family can get some. Your cousin, your cousin's cousin, your first
mama,
cousin,
your grandma, your great grandma, your auntie. Hey,
no,
wait, popping up in this joint.
No auntie, no stepmom. That's what he said. Oh. Can't give it the auntie, the stepmom, and I'm assuming the mother is. Of course,
we can give it the sister, brother, cousin. But some aunties are the same age.
Hey,
like my godchildren are older than their uncles and aunties.
then I guess they can get it. All right. Micro farmers planting seeds across the whole world. Handle the business.
No, go ahead, plant the seeds across the whole world. Okay.
Oh, listen, it'd be the closest ones to you.
Exactly. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Stay said, actually, I say to each his own, but that kills the trust between everyone.
Yeah, it does.
The main problem is everybody knows that my friend does vice versa. You know, I wouldn't trust and think that they aren't talking about me. Ooh, like if you had some experience with that person, you wouldn't be able to,
the trust is over. Yeah. The friendship is over. I don't care what anybody said. And they are never going to ever bring that ex around you ever again. They're never going to bring that ex around you ever again. Ever. They're like, you can't, you dating somebody? Yeah. Oh, when do I get to meet? Never. Michael
Farmer said, I would have my ticket at the supermarket getting cold cuts. All right. So said, yo, bro, Michael Farmer, much love, but I can't get with it today on this Wednesday. You a silly hot mess. Liz B said, Lenore, you had a lot of friends.
No, and that's the thing about it. That's what I'm telling you. I don't have a lot. So the 6 is the remaining. That's why I can't say their names because they might watch the video. I had 6 friends, and we had issues. And that's
Sleazy's just threw up the rule of thumb, saying I don't want to date nobody that know the people that I do. All right.
Yeah.
We want 2 different pools of people. Right? We don't want to be in the same lane. Micro says Sandra, he or she be with the wrong friend. I did pick the wrong chick to talk to. All right.
And that's what I'm saying.
They said wowzers.
That's why I tell people don't care about friendship like they say they do. Because if they don't mind ending the friendship just to be with somebody, to put their wee in somebody, or to
my goodness, what are we talking about?
Then they wasn't trying to be no friends, anything. If that is so more important than your friendship, that's why I said people don't take their friendship as serious as they think. Because people don't care. And I'm like, that's where the problem is.
That's the limit.
To me it is. Like so because even if I say, okay, that's cool, you dated my ex, I will never trust you.
Yeah.
And what they say, if you don't trust the person, why be with them?
Yeah, that's true.
I feel the same way with friends. If I don't trust you, why am I friends with you?
Why are we entertaining this? Yeah. I feel you. Michael Farmer said, y'all be changing up my words. Oh, man. Slee said, that's bad, Micro. When you talk to the wrong Friday. Shannon said, bro, Farmer, I'm going to have to sit you in this chair. Get in the corner. All right? Stay said, reminds me of the Color Purple movie. You had her one way and I had her one way with mine, but we both had her.
Yeah, see. And that's a conversation that should not be having. That's what I'm talking. We ain't having that about me.
Micro said, yee, Sleazy, don't act like people talk to the wrong friend when you was creeping. Like, hey, then you start seeing the friends. Oh, why did I get this one out the group?
I picked the wrong friend. Dang, nabbit snappy.
The wrong one. Dang it.
Dang, I shouldn't have got the one with the big booty. I should have got the other one.
Sandra, Micro said, Sandra, we can't all agree, but somebody had to stand up. Micro said, exactly. You step up and see the friends, you're like, ooh, what was I doing?
I didn't pick that one. I should have picked her. Ooh, I should have picked him instead. Ooh.
Why they all look like they're the top of the shelf and I got the bottom?
Yeah.
This the B grade right here.
Well, you should have figured that out first before you started talking.
So you said exactly. Pick the wrong one out the bunch.
Exactly.
Oh man, that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, and then you be regretting it, and then the girls are like us. You can't be dating all of us. Or the guys be like, no, that was my homeboy. Oh. But guys don't mind sharing, and they'll share before girls will share.
Or you'll say, no, like, we don't stay entertaining. That's House of Eggs. Michael says, see, Sandra, the truth is coming out. Oh, man.
Yeah, so
you start getting in the friend group and saying, "Oh, this a
you
little
can't
bit
the friend
B grade. This a little bit B. I got Dollar Tree. Everybody else at Target."
I could at least got a Walmart one.
For real.
Ooh, I want Macy's.
The cart might not work, but still, why I gotta get Dollar Tree? Oh man. Sandra said that may be true, bro, farmer. But we'll shoot you. Definitely inserting your own 4 in your mouth today.
Wow.
Dang. But we already know you're the president of Shan / dating club, bro. Oh my goodness. This microfarmer said this was so serious until I came in and pulled the covers off.
You just yanked them covers off too.
Oh man. Oh,
these covers was on both of my arms and now it's only on half. You know? Just come in acting that micro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we not going with that. How did you feel about it? I forgot what you said.
Yeah, I just said it's a no for me only because, right, especially if I'm close to this person. Some people got big families, so you might have a cousin come along, straight cousin, and you're like, but you don't really care. If you're not invested like that.
Yeah.
But if this is your immediate friends or family circle, the ones you confide in, talk to, know, are familiar, growing up with, anyway, it's just looking a little strange. And like you said, the trust is broken. How are we gonna step into it? She done came to the family function. I'd have allow her to meet everybody. And now you over here doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, what
now
are we doing?
Now you go to the same family function.
Like,
and now she with your brother. Now how you feel?
And now I'm looking at you just like, what's going on? It's just looking
how do you feel about your brother?
How would you feel about the brother? Oh my goodness. The trust is broken. I don't know what you say. You got a brother, but just by title. I don't know what to really say with that. Especially if the brother is getting in on the seconds. It's just like, ooh, man. Put it down.
I don't think it's for me, y'all. I don't think it's for me.
Oh, okay. Sandra, she meant to say you're going to have a foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Microfarmer says, shoot, sometimes your mama tell you picked the wrong girl. Oh, boy, that's real talk.
That's true. That's true. I remember my mom wouldn't even say that. She just look at me like, you ain't got nothing else to do. Like, you don't have better self-esteem. I'd be like, hey, just a look told me all that. She didn't even say it. I was like, I don't think I should be with you. You can't come up with no more.
All right. Well, Sleazy came and said, all right, switch the question up a bit. Okay. It's out if they had a relationship. What about if you got at one friend in the group, talk, didn't work, and then a couple months later, date another friend. So say you got the friend group, right? Throw the past thing at the relationship. You got the friend group.
Y'all just talked.
Yeah, now you shooting shots now you shooting shots. It talked, it didn't really work, didn't pan out.
So now you
getting get with the friend. Yeah. So now you still within the friend group, but what the temp was there, but it didn't land. You made the shot, but it didn't quite. It didn't hit the target.
Yeah.
So you didn't really officially talk to that person.
Yeah.
But hey, the friend is looking a little something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get with the friend.
Yeah.
All right. How you feel about that situation?
I don't know. It still sounds like these TV shows I've been seeing. So I'm starting to think as we having this conversation, this might be some real life stuff here. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, because as the dude or the female coming into the group to pick and choose what they want. Yeah. I guess I don't see it wrong on their behalf, but I don't know how the friendships that they have. Like, they might be like, that's cool. We didn't have no connection. I mean, y'all might be better on that. Because I remember my mom had a friend and she was not going to go any further, and that's all he wanted. Mm-hmm. So she pawned him off to the other friend, and he was all willing. And then he was like, hey, how you just going to throw me away like that? Yeah. Well, microfarmer. No, it's not the same question.
Microfarmer saying that's between them, like basketball, keep shooting until you score. And I gotta agree with him. It's an endurance run, all right. If you seeing the whole circle of friends,
I can't with y'all.
and you just can't help yourself, I guess you really gotta shoot until you score. Say, oh, he's for everybody. He's for everybody.
Everybody get a piece of him.
Now, I really feel like time is something effective in this as well, right?
Yeah.
Like,
because I haven't been, like, I don't know. I haven't seen it done, so I don't know. That might be cool.
I think it's fun.
It might be cool. Like I said, because it's almost like
I think it's
if
fun.
you didn't know. Like if me and my friends is kicking and I had an ex, and my friend came over and brought the ex, like I said earlier, what she didn't know was ex.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have any say
exactly.
But this one is, there's nothing that happened.
There's nothing. You just talking.
Y'all just talking, and you realize she ain't the one for me. I missed the wrong one. I got to go back over into this glass.
We didn't connect. It wasn't working like that.
Yeah.
But then your friend is looking kind of nice. So
how do you talk to the friend?
How do you talk to the friend?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you see the friend out at the shop. You know, you at the farmer's market.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, you're trying to find a nice crop. I didn't know where I was going with that, but yeah, you fall into it, all right?
He is acting up. My nephew's getting a whip, and he is not the nephew I thought.
So he said, "Micro, why do I feel like you providing bad advice?" Oh man,
he getting somebody shot at.
Yeah, I did understand though. I understand the question.
Yeah,
I don't really think it hurts. Because
I just want to know how. I mean, besides, I guess you go back to the farmer's market. Yeah. Hope you run into the other girl. I guess.
I think it really depends on the level, right?
Because my thing is, I wouldn't even remember all the girls, so that means you had to really study all the girls or all the guys. Because if I meet this one guy and I'm talking to him, I don't forgot about everybody else. I think.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Think about it. We can think about this at a school level, right? We got. You got your little clique, your little
playground.
Group. Yeah, playground type of vibe, right? So say you getting that Cindy, right? Or you getting that Luke, right? You just chat them up a little bit, and you're not really quite connected with them. You thought you was feeling them, but they either not feeling you, you're not feeling them, vice versa. But you walk about, live your life, and all of a sudden, Wendy, who is best friends with so and so, is actually she's really cool. Yeah, and then you have a relationship.
I don't think that's a problem.
You don't feel like that's a problem. No. I think it all depends on the whole level of entertainment.
Yeah.
How far are we flirting here? Are we just pouring out our heart and soul to this person?
Yeah.
Talking about, I just want to be with you for the rest of my life? Or are we just talking about very casual?
Like casual
yeah, now if it's casual, it's cool. But if we're just putting the life on the line, I don't know. I think that's too far.
You're not really, you don't know anybody. You haven't stepped over any boundaries.
Yeah.
So at this time, because now that you put it at school time,
we can bring it up. We can bring it up to the adulthood too. I'm just saying,
I just don't see nobody. Yeah, but my thing is, I can see because we all hanging out at school, and then you talk to that person, found out that person wasn't right for you, and then you went over there to talk to, Tanya or Daryl, and you like, hey, how you doing? And they say, hey, and then y'all have this conversation, and y'all connect. I think that's fine, because there's nothing happened and nothing went any further. There's nothing that you could compare. That person really did connect with you.
And Micro said, people will ask their friends, you don't mind if I date him or her. Like,
and I'm sorry. I know I just have a problem.
She's just got too much problems.
I do.
The world's problems is laying on quilling over.
I just wait for my friend to go, do you mind me dating Joe? And I'll be like, hell yeah, why you want to date Joe? That's just me. Unless I didn't have no connection to Joe, like we dated for 2 days and that's it.
In this situation, it's literally like,
if it's that way, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
So you're feeling it,
Yeah,
and then
I'm not saying I feel it.
For the clarity.
I still feel I would feel some kind of way.
You would feel some type of way if they just flirt. Say this dude, right? He's getting at you, but he might be getting at 20 different people. He could be dating around or whatever, right?
I'm not saying about him.
And all of a sudden, then he get with your friend, but then they actually blossom into a relationship. Is that a problem to you?
I don't really care if it's like we only dated or talked for a day or two or whatever like that. I'm not. I don't
That's
have
what
that
it
problem.
is. It's like
I think I have a problem with the. I probably don't have a problem with it. It just sounds like I have a problem.
There we go. Sandra said.
I'm really thinking about it.
Sandra says, Sis Sleazy, it's a sticky situation, all right? Still a no-go for me, in my opinion, because I don't know if we could still have a friendship like before.
I think that's what I think. I just wouldn't trust you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sandra said, bro, Panda, open your mouth. I'm not putting a foot in my mouth. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I don't know how that would be. I don't know. Like, I just can't say right now because like I said, I'm not undercover jealousy. No, or the over the top jealousy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't. It's not something I'm jealous, but I think I would have like, oh my God, you want to date him? I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm a weird jealousy. Like I don't. If I'm in a relationship, I'm not jealous, but I think at the end, I'm like, what the heck?
Okay,
you asking to be with somebody that
you. Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah, because then how far do you go?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then if we get in an argument, guess what you're gonna say? You didn't mind
that it was okay. You said it was okay.
So why you mind that it's Joe?
Yeah,
because me and Joe had a long relationship.
Now it's your ex-husband, and all of a sudden, you was fine when it was Luke, but now that's Walker. You don't have a problem.
And that's what I have a problem. Because people do throw that stuff in your face all the time.
Yeah. Well, Stacey said closeness plays a factor. Some exes I truly don't give a diddy squat about. Some you just can't have them. Not now, not ever.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that. Quote. But I just think, like I said, I think it's one of those things people take an inch and go a mile with it, and that's what I think I'd be more worried about.
Okay. Well, microphone saying real talk. I dated a girl, and one of my boys started dating her, and when he brung her around, it was crazy. But he didn't say nothing right then and there. He brought it down. I brought it down to him later with her. He said, I feel it's a problem if you have feelings for that person.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all have kids together, it's just off the table.
It's off the table all the way.
Mm-hmm. And Liz said, right microphone, otherwise you wouldn't care.
Yeah.
All right, we're going back up.
Yeah, because you're missing some questions.
And Sleazy said, yeah, casual is good.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, the asking is out. The asking the question like that is out. Yeah, and Sleazy also said the audacity to ask that question. I hear you, Queen.
Yeah, it just rubs me the wrong way. What Liz be saying?
So Liz said, so whether they ask or not, you're gonna have a problem.
Yes, I am.
Let's be real with the conversation.
I'm trying
Let's just keep it short and sweet.
I understand.
Is a problem a problem?
It's a problem. And I'm trying to I understand with the what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we still step in some lines, and there's gonna be a part where we have that argument because you're gonna keep overstepping lines. You're gonna just keep overstepping the line. And when is the line okay to draw? Because if you'll draw that one, then they're gonna say, "Well, why you mad? You said it right here, but this is a different dynamic. But you said it right here." And see, then I'm going off, and then I'm gonna look like the bad person, and then be like, "Oh well, I don't care."
Oh man,
another friend gone.
Sleazy said, "Like you said, leave my cry boy alone."
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, Sleazy.
You say one thing.
Leave my cry boy alone. You don't need my shrimp. You don't need the onion. You don't need the corn, the egg. You don't need nothing. You don't even look at my crab legs. Just leave it alone. You can't get no broth to start your own broth. No, just leave my boy alone. Go to somebody else's boil. Just leave mine alone. Mine is a small boil. I got a small pot. Leave it alone.
Oh man. Okay.
I just can't. I have to be honest with this question, even though I might sound like you silly, Lenore, but I know in my head there's other dramas that come with it, and I don't want none of it.
Well, a micro farmer, he coming through with the reality.
Okay.
If you get with a person that are friends with other people, then y'all have to step away and live without them.
As I said, people don't care about friendship. I just said that.
Yeah.
And then people say, well, you
Live
need
your
friends,
life
but you
without 'em. You gotta
can't
step away.
You can't have friends because friends always stepping on your toes. And like Michael Farmer said, step away, step away. Well, then don't later on tell me, oh, you should have friends. No. Because friends ain't loyal to you. They're only loyal to their private parts. Yeah, I ain't got time for all that.
Yeah, but Micro said, but it's not yours. It's like you put the nightstand on the curb and then get mad when your friend take it to the house.
Exactly. That's right. That's right.
Oh, we're talking about that now, Sleazy. I don't mind. People make me uncomfortable. Let's air it out until everyone is comfortable. Dang. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be real with mine. I look at it. I can see. Listen, one of my friends date my ex-husband. I don't even like my ex-husband, and I'd be like, ugh, but I still be like, no, because in my mind is you've been always creeping in your back in your mind to get with somebody I wanted to be with. So then there's no trust, and trust is not just in a relationship of you and another person. Sexually, it's with your friends, it's with your family, and once you lose trust, it's over with. And my thing is, our friendship was never great enough for us to have this trust, and we should have never been friends. I don't care about losing my friends.
How would you feel about that in Micro Farmer's
example? I said, we wouldn't have no friends.
You put the nightstand at the curb and
I let the nightstand. So a stranger better get it. Again, why you up in my crab oil? I put the crab shell over there for a reason.
So you gonna get mad if the friend take the nightstand?
Yes.
Why?
Because why are you touching it? Why are you thinking about the nightstand? Why are you looking at the nightstand?
Because it's a nice nightstand.
I don't know. No. You just want the nightstand because I had a nightstand. Leave me alone. Leave my nightstand alone.
Oh, wow. She acting out.
No, I'm serious. I don't care. Leave me and my nightstand alone. Get your own nightstand somewhere else. This nightstand is only for strangers. People I never put eyes on. That's one. I'm being honest. I don't care if it's wrong. I told you I wasn't giving good advice today. I don't care if it's wrong. I don't care. Queen does not care. Leave my nightstand alone. I put my crab legs over there because I was coming. I wanted my shells to go in the garbage. Let them go in the garbage.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody I don't know come and get the crab. The nightstand, I don't care. I'll be like, "Ooh, you wanted that without? I already ate the crab meat out of the crab shell." That'd be what I say. But anybody I know, look, the 5 or 6 people I know should leave it alone.
Man. Okay. Stay. I'm driving and laughing. Microphone said she don't want nothing going over to her friend's house.
I know.
To see her nice.
I don't want to see it.
She don't want to go over to her friend's house and see that nice.
Thank you.
That's it got the same dent in it.
What you doing with my nightstand? I always knew you wanted my nightstand. You a hoe.
We're gonna be right back after this quick message from YouTuber near you. It's Queen Lenora is acting up today. All right, we're gonna be right back.
Welcome back to Life at the Logan. Welcome to our crazy, happy Jesus loving family.
What's so funny, TSM?
We gotta praise God. That kind of blessings, I teach you a lesson, and yeah, we gonna praise God. We gotta praise God. That kind of blessings, I teach you a lesson, and yeah, we gonna praise God. Right here. We gotta praise God. That kind of blessing, that kind of lesson, and yeah, we gonna praise God. God is good. God is good. God is good. All the time. God is good. God is good. God is good. All the time. We gotta praise God. That kind of blessings, I teach you a lesson, and yeah, we gonna praise God.
All right, we gotta praise God. Now we back in business. All right? Yeah, Michael. She don't want to see that nice
No.
thing. Stay said. Also, here's a point. My friend knows my stance on this, so does she really want to risk it all for my trash?
Exactly. Leave my trash alone. Thank you, Stacey. We putting it on the curb. We don't want nobody else around us to touch it. If we wanted to share our trash, we would have asked you first. Do you want this nightstand? But did we ask you? No, we put it on the curb. You know why? Because we don't want nobody touching it. We only want strangers to have it. If I didn't want strangers to have it, I would have asked you first. Do you want this trash? But no, you know, when I came over to my house, stalking my house to get my trash.
Sleazy said nightstand no. Not the nightstand no.
No, don't try to make it about the nightstand. We know what we're talking about over here. This is grown folks conversation. Y'all know. Then leave my stuff alone.
Oh man.
You know that song back in the time, like leave my curl alone. That's what I say. Leave my trash alone. Well, don't
Oh, Micro says, you know I gotta come with the craziness. Sleazy said, keeping it real, Micro. Micro said, well, my wife will murk me, so.
Exactly. Don't try it. Don't try it. Y'all already know.
Oh, man. Sleazy said, I would say a friend group is easy target. Friends ain't loyal no more.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't loyal. I don't care.
Oh, dang. We got things crashing.
Look, they mad.
Well, Macro said, well, since we talking about it, can I get a piece of your sandwich?
No.
Wow.
They have nothing. I just said stop stalking my stuff. Taking my crab boil. Now you want to turn it into a sandwich? Now you want to ruin the crab boil? No, we ain't doing that.
Oh, man. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's relationship advice. Feel free to drop any relationship-related questions you have in the chat.
Yeah, we done end the friendships.
You know, we just getting wild over here.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We didn't take it from a high to the low to everything in between. It's just going crazy.
I'm trying to take my notes.
Oh, man.
I don't know me like that.
And Oreo said, no, you can't have an ice cream sandwich either.
Exactly. Thank you, Oreo. Me and Oreo right here. Y'all over here tripping, trying to give people nightstands and sandwiches and stuff. No. What's mine is mine. Get your own stuff. I ain't over there trying to get your stuff. We got to respect each other. If I ain't trying to get your stuff, don't try to get my stuff.
Okay. All right.
You know how they got friends that you can, you know, your friends that can just come into your house and go in your refrigerator to get something to eat. Nobody think none of it. They don't even have to knock. They just walk in. But you got the other friends that got to knock and they got to say, can I have some? Okay. Even on both of those levels of friendship, don't touch my stuff.
Well, Sleazy said sharing is caring.
To who?
Sharing is caring.
And ending the friendship is all right then.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'll tell you, I'll leave you alone. You be like, Lenore. How you would think that wasn't my name the way I would treat you. Lenore, is that you?
Oh, man.
And I would just keep on walking. Oh, heck no, we ain't doing all that. Y'all tripping over here.
Okay. Do you have another question?
No, I act like I've been through this or something.
Yeah, you just going like taking it and running.
I act like I've been
Sandra,
through
she
this.
said, y'all got me cracking up. I'm enjoying this live so much. This is what's up in Bro Panda and the rest of the family in the chat. Micro said, yes, Sleazy, it can be easy. But you know what you're getting into because you have an idea about that person.
Mm-hmm. Y'all already see me. I'm gone. I done left the building.
Who's calling from Virginia?
I don't know. Somebody called me from Virginia.
Up in the screen call. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
They said Chopper City.
I'm just saying we gotta you know, people always talking about why people should have friends and stuff. But if you backstabbing your friends, you taking their trash, you doing all that, that's a problem. What? Who's it?
Oh.
Who is it?
We're gonna be right back from in a quick second. Here we go.
Hey, Queen. Hey, King.
Don't you change my song.
I'm Bias LLC. Embroidery, custom gifts, blankets, and more. Harris get products for the salon owner. Sew up and glow up Tuesday afternoons. T-shirts and hats and alteration. Hey, I'm Bias LLC. I'm Bias LLC.
be back. He's still on the phone. Okay, so now that we got all that through, and let's see what y'all talking about. Hold on. Michael trying to steal people from their friends. Exactly. Michael, stop it, Micro. Queen, she said Queen packed up her husband and gone. She ain't dealing with this BS. I don't play. Like I said, I ain't the one. I'm not one of those chicks that gonna be checking my husband's phone, checking to see how many people liked his photos or if he liked somebody else's photo. I'm not into all that. Like I said, if he ain't mine and he want to go somewhere else, he got to go. But ain't nobody else getting him. That's all I'm saying. That's just it. Well, Susie said that 6 figure. I can use that. Shoot. I agree. Sharing is caring. I ain't sharing nothing.
I agree. Sharing is caring. Okay, so I'm gonna say this one.
I'll share something, but they ain't gonna be there.
I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna bring this question up. All right.
Hold on. He said, but if your girl or man is a 6 figure person I'm dating, we not gonna live
next to you anyways. We're gonna be up on the hills while you over there looking. We're gonna be looking down at you.
That's not usually what happens. What happens is they sit up here and they take your man or your woman, and then they ain't happy either because they wasn't supposed to touch yours. You just getting that quick feel and go.
Well, hey, it's just the feel can fill the pocket. Anyway,
if you get it, because you know those people that got the 6 figures don't like to share like that.
They do be a little share. Don't always can for them.
They don't be like.
There's a reason why they got the 6 figures.
You be at McDonald's. I didn't think 6 figure people eat at McDonald's.
Well, we only eat off the dollar menu. Okay.
You better check and look at Cardi B and Offset. They got a Cardi B at McDonald's. You better recognize.
Oh man. Oh,
they ain't over there at the luxury hotel eating. They over there at McDonald's. You can get you a Cardi and Offset meal right now.
It's not one you throw them out. I'm talking about food sizzling strawberry.
I didn't know what was.
So I got this question. All right.
Okay.
Say you got a passion or a hobby, right?
Yeah.
You're working at. You know, we can just. Think about that for me. Think about that for a minute.
I'm working my passion.
You're working your passion. You're working there. You got a hobby. You know, you're doing something that you enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
You really feel passionate towards, like maybe a sport or activity, a game that you play, vice versa.
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Working to, just kind of incorporating your lifestyle. Say, what happens when your significant other or your partner, they come and start doing the same thing that you're doing? But then they're just way better than you. It's taking them a lot less time to kind of click on and understand things. And you can't help but feel a little bit jealous. How do you handle that situation?
We're together?
Yeah, dude, we're together.
So it's like me and Chris?
Yeah.
And he's doing my hot sauce better than I am?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
There you go. I mean, that's a simple
I'm
question.
I'm not jealous of that.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm gonna be mad is, can you help me get to the next level? Like, the income is staying in the family. I want to be what your level is. Can I know? I'm not jealous of my partner. I don't like that. I just want to help too.
So I mean, Sleazy said you can't be jealous of your partner.
Yeah.
So what you feel like you should do to resolve that problem? If that comes up, just don't. You can't be jealous. No,
I say, excuse me. I am so glad you at the next level. Can I get there too?
Yeah, stay.
Can you help me get there and show me what I need to do to get with your level?
Coming through with that mentality, saying, "Yay for us! We gonna get this money."
Yeah.
Never jealous of someone else's blessings.
Yeah. Can you help me get to the next level?
Sleazy said, "Teach me, baby. You better teach me.
Teach me. I want to be there with you. I want to be at the same level as you, baby." You might get there before me, but you're gonna show me how to get there. We gonna build us an empire.
Marco said, "Ain't nothing wrong with McDonald's. I grew up on it." All right?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying you up there with that 6 figure, thinking you getting some money, and all you got was a McDonald's meal.
Oh, you get to get a Big Mac. And it's the combo.
You might not have afforded this before, man. I'm doing it up now.
Come on, you know I'm gonna get you.
You want
right.
that extra McDonald's sauce on it?
You know I'm gonna get you right. You said you want 2 Big Macs. All right, I got you.
There you go.
Ooh, you want to step out today? Get you a quarter pounder?
Yes.
Oh man.
You thought you were getting fine dining, but you got McDonald's dining. Yeah, I don't. My thing is, I think it's crazy to be jealous of your partner or your family or your friends, and they could be doing the same thing you're doing. I think it's silly to be jealous.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's life.
Yeah,
that's real life. A lot of times, people get jealous of their partners, and it's toxic.
Well, yeah, that's because they're making it toxic.
I don't want to interrupt you, but yeah.
I think they're making it a toxic. I mean, I'm never going to be jealous. Like, even if I probably think it, I think it's just more, what happened to me? You couldn't help me get to the next level? Like, we are a team. Can you show me what you did? You know, because sometimes they might have better marketing or they have better branding or they know how to talk better to people. And so you might need to show me how to do that. This is what you're missing. But a lot of times somebody come up and like a partner comes up in there and does the same thing you do and then pass you up, you probably wasn't listening to their advice before they started. And so they probably came in there like, let me just show you how to get up here. And then they just did it with their own. And I'll be like, well, okay, so you did know what you were talking about. Oops, my bad. So how did you do that? And we just be happy together.
Well, we got stay saying, I'm at McDonald's right now, and they high. Exactly. So, hey, that's Big Mac. Listen, this relationship advice. So, I'm going to give y'all a financial relationship right now.
Oh, no. Here we go.
All right. If y'all want to eat at McDonald's with that same luxury, that same nice price, the pro tip is to download the McDonald's app. All right?
Okay.
Download the McDonald's app. Only go for the deals. You're going to be set.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the normal pre-inflation prices. You know, it's gonna be slightly inflated.
Yeah,
it's gonna be slightly inflated, but it's gonna be more normalized. You know, it's more familiar.
Yeah, and if you had a McDonald's that's in your state, I mean, not in the state, you got a basketball team that has a state like our state. The Blazers do.
They give you
every
free
time
food.
We get 6 chicken McNuggets every time they reach 100 points. So they don't matter if they win or lose. They get 100 points. Blazers score 100. We get some free chicken nuggets, and I'm telling you, every other day I got free chicken nuggets on my app. I don't use them, but I'm just telling you what's on my app.
They ain't paying us enough to keep this conversation going, all right?
Yeah.
But hey, the more money you spend, the more points. If you're a McDonald's connoisseur, you're gonna have a whole bunch of free redemptions.
There you go.
So you can get a food for free.
I'm on the app and holding up the line. I don't know. That's what you hold up the line. You do what you got to do. Stay. Don't let them rush you.
So he said, and on YouTube, stay. Emily Lillard putting up, Dame Dollars shooting and splashing. We over here getting 10 free nuggets. Absolutely.
We getting our nuggets. Don't have no nothing on nuggets.
Come on now.
Get our ranch and everything. Go get your free.
Come on now. Let them know about that.
You get your free and be happy.
Oh, we're going to be right back. We're getting calls from every direction. We'll be right back.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. L&L show. It's hot. Taste the heat. I'm ready. L&L. Let's go. L&L show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo? Bigger nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it yourself.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live.
live each day as if it was your last. This is Love and Live Shots.com.
All right. Here we are. We back.
We got phone calls for days,
we gotta get that all out the way. All right.
Because we snowing in Portland, y'all. And so the schools is like, if y'all don't come get your kids, we don't want your kids here no more. That's what the school said. We ain't trying to give them no education when it's snowing outside. That's what they said, y'all.
You know, it only takes a little bit of snow for us.
In Portland,
we don't do the snow. We don't do snow like that.
And I said too, should I go back and get it? And he was like, nope.
Why would you do that? Oh, I didn't think you would Don't start that crap.
See, Chris ain't being nice, y'all. Y'all thought Chris was nice. Talking about everybody love Chris. Y'all don't think much about that today.
Oh,
tell
man.
Chris.
You should have took her. Oreo said, "Who is Damian Lillard?"
I was a basketball
player. Sandra said, "That's what I'm trying to figure out." Sis Oreo, who is Damian Lillard?
Basketball player. In Portland, Oregon.
Stay said, "Multitasking." Yeah, for the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, that's right.
Salisa said, "Queen got a hotline today."
That's what I'm saying. Everybody calling me.
It's one thing when she got a hotline, but when my line is going, it's like, what is going on? And it's going back and forth. One call, another call, one call, another call. You know?
And neither one of our phones ring like that. And everybody knows we are live, so our phones don't be ringing like that.
Oh, man.
My daughter was like, I've been calling you since 12. I'm like, oh, shoot. You know I don't answer strange numbers.
So you say, yeah, he's from the Bay Area.
Yeah, y'all tripping.
Oreo said, oh, wow.
We got basketball players that give us free nuggets.
You acting up on here. You know who we have in here?
Who we got?
We got
John
the 17, the OG holding it down. He said he got him a new profile picture and a display name.
All right.
He said we're doing gameplay and more. All right, John 17. We like the revamp. We like the new character.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a background behind there. Looking like the nether or something like that. All right, John. Keep it up. Keep it up.
You know, I don't know what
going to the next level. So, yeah. You got another a bit of relationship advice you would like to step into?
Yes, I do.
And what is it?
Why in a relationship, and this is just a thing, why do men feel like...
Okay, we're starting with the why do men, all right?
Yeah.
Why do men, why do women? We already spicing it up. All right, continue. Proceed.
Feel like it's all about them in a relationship, especially if you're married. Because, you know, the reason I say that is like, it's all about them. Like, in the sense of, like, and I know it's not every man. So I'm not saying it's all men. But I'm saying, like, where they be thinking, like, the wife should do everything. And the men don't have to do, I mean, they help with pay the bills, or if they're paying all the bills or something like that, they don't feel like they need to help with the kids. So you
don't need micro. Listen, that's what I'm saying. We don't want to hear Micro's take.
Micro, where you at?
Queen Lenora and Michael will be going back and forth on this topic for about 24 hours. I thought we had a 24-hour live stream when we was finna see how long she finished to eat her food. No, this is going to be a whole debate. 24 hours, all right?
I don't want to. You really want me to get you.
So why do you feel like there's a sense of entitlement from men?
No, this is the reason it came up is, you know, I don't know if I've been telling y'all, I've been watching the Real Housewives of Potomac.
She all about the foolishness.
Yeah, I'm all about the foolishness. And so, and the only reason I'm watching it is because I started watching it years ago, and then I stopped. And then all of a sudden my mom and my auntie been watching it, and then they be talking and I know nothing.
Yeah,
so I was like, I gotta
catching up with the show.
Catching up with it. But I was looking at all the men that's in there, and they just have this thing what the women should do. But when the women like, well, why won't you do it for me? Because I'm getting ready to go, and I make sure everything's all right when you leave. Or when I leave, I make sure everything's all right for you. But when you leave, you don't make sure everything's all right for me. And they just have the standard where this is where the women should be, and this is where the men should be. And I'm saying why.
Okay, I'm gonna come at this from a lot of different angles.
Okay, go ahead.
You saying the Housewives of Potomac, all right? You saying that's the show, right?
That's the show I'm watching.
We got it in the name, housewife. That's the key word. All right, so you got a housewife, right? And now she over here trying to do a little too much. And so, respectfully, let me get to it. Let me get to it, right? It's not that a housewife shouldn't be able to do whatever she want to do, but it's that title. So if they both have an understanding that she's a housewife, now she's stepping out and doing all like, just having a business, having something going for her and all that. And the paradigm is shifting, right? You got one who's the breadwinner, and now she's making enough bread to be sustainable, so on and so forth, right? As the man in that situation, I think it could get the ego, right? And it could just be the structure of the relationship. They might have in their mind that I'm the provider, right? I do this. This is my job, and your job is the grunt work, the backbone. They might have that relationship. And so as years and years go, nobody likes change. So the change happens. And that's just how it's mustered up as. There you go. Now, do I think that's okay? That's a whole different conversation. But I think as you build a relationship, it is important that you emphasize your wants and your needs. And if you are going to have something like that, right? A goal or anything like that, that your partner is backing you up. But I mean, they got money already, so I don't know. It's pretty crazy. It's crazy. Sanders said, yes, this isn't strawberry. I feel the same way. Why do men feel that way? Things are more about them, and it irritates me to the core, thinking that mentality. It drives me crazy. All right, so what do you have to say to that? Because you looking like
because to me because of the word is housewife. Housewife is okay. I stay at home and work with the kids and do all this, but I don't need to be your secretary. I don't need to be your maid. I don't need to be all that. I'm taking care of the kids, and making sure that's done. But when you get off work, then it should be it's a us thing.
It's a two thing.
So regardless if I want to go to work or if I want to start my own business or if I want to go on vacation or whatever, why do you feel like you shouldn't have to be able to help? Because I got the name housewife, because you got the name of so and so, but if you are at work and you are a bus driver or a manager of McDonald's or a manager of whatever that's paying tons of money to you, when you come home, I'm not up here calling you Mickey D's.
Liz B said, nope, negative. Most of them housewives have careers and businesses.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But my thing is, but no, that's what brought me up with the question. But I even hear with people in relationships with people who don't got money.
You're saying small, so it's
just that they got in their minds that this is what women should do, all the way down. And if a woman doesn't do this, then they feel like they're not being pleased by their wife, and not in a sexual way. I mean, like, I'm doing this, and she doesn't want to help me with my business, or she don't want to do this, but you're not helping her with hers.
Well, all right. Think about this. Right? Men and women coming up. You have your examples of a male and a female role model, right? You have your mom, you have your dad, you have your aunt, uncle, so on and so forth, depending. You got your guardian. You may not have a direct one. You see TV media. You have the influence. You have that thought. You have that expectation. Yes. So as you form that expectation, right, I think that's where a lot of it comes from. You'll go into the relationship with that expectation, and especially, we've talked about it, as you put a title on it, you put a ring on it, your expectations are completely different than before. So when you make it a wife, right, I'm thinking I don't know. I've not stepped into it, but I'm thinking the expectation is there. So if we are having kids, if we do whatever, right?
Mhm.
Some of those things become expected. They do become expected, and it's for a conversation. It's for it to be talked about.
But I'm saying, I just don't know how it comes into a man's mind to think a woman should have to do all this stuff. As a housewife or as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
we shouldn't be known to be the one that knows how to cook, clean. Let me help you with your business. Oh, you made this mistake. Let me fix it. Let me do this. But then when it's vice versa to the woman, the man is not there.
Well, I think it's the fact that it's done though. It's done. Like
I don't care if it's
you're
done.
doing those
I want to
things,
know why does men have this perception of the foolery?
why are you doing it though?
Huh?
Like, are you doing it? You have to think about: are you doing it? Are you picking up when he falls? Are you doing it? Because, like Sleazy said, entitled. You start as things are going on, and you're doing these things just on auto. The sense of entitlement happens. Just like if you spoil a kid, right, and you're giving them a whole bunch.
But I'm saying, why is a
They
man
feel
feeling
entitled.
this way? Women do it because we are as one.
Mhm.
We are working together. We are helping to build each other up.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a we.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a me. It's a we.
Yeah.
So why doesn't a man have a common sense to say we?
That's where you're messing it up.
No, no, it's not messing it up because it's a we. You're saying, oh, because she's doing that, because we are building a family. We are building a generation here. We're doing something different. So why is it only a woman could think like this and a man feels like that's what you're supposed to do?
All I'm trying to get is this philosophy right here. What Liz be saying. When you do it, they expect it. Stop and they will do more. It's all on what you do in your relationship. And it's what Lizzie's saying too, the entitlement. I'm gonna just say a men and women's mentality, you already know, is completely different. So when you're in a relationship, when you're doing anything as a joint venture, you have your part and I have my part. These are things that just come up into a man's head. I mean, I could say for me personally, you got this job, I do this job, and we're just gonna keep the cog running. All right. Now it might come to my mind sometimes that hey, she's not doing it too good in this area. Let me help her and support her. Whereas I feel like in a woman, they're thinking about the whole dynamic of everything. Oh, there's a whole lot of leaks in this plot. Let me try to fix this, right? And the man's he's not thinking in that same way. So if a woman is overextending, that overextension is now expectation because you're doing it so much.
And then when the woman stops, oh, I need to divorce her.
Yeah, exactly. Because you said
then
no. Only reason why I say this because I feel like you'll agree with this too, right?
Okay.
You said don't start nothing that you can upkeep. You said something about that when you gave him a Uncle Chris a massage, right? And the pastor's wife said, "Don't start something you can't upkeep." I feel like the moment you start overextending, you're starting something that you can't keep up with. You're starting something that you're not gonna be able to maintain.
But I think,
and so for you to draw it all back.
No, because in a way, my thing is this.
Mm-hmm.
We, like me and Chris, we are married.
Yeah.
Right? So we became one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So in our relationship, this whole relationship is a we thing. Yeah. It's not a Queen Lenore thing. It's not a Chris thing. It's a we thing. So my thing is, if I'm doing something, I'm helping you in misplacing where you falter at. I need you to do the same for me. And then if I have to go back and stop because I'm over exerting myself, then you should understand that. Oh my goodness, she's told me she needed help, and I have not helped her. I'm overexerting her. Let me understand and see what I need to do to help, because it needs to work all together as a well-oiled machine. Yeah. So my thing is, that's where the relationship should be bounded on. But if we're sitting up here just, that's what she does, and then if she doesn't do it, I need to get a divorce. No, you're messing up. And you don't want to fix up what you messed up. It doesn't matter if she overexerted herself to do the stuff, and now she's sitting back. you should be in there and say, "Oh my God, that's my wife," because we are as one.
Okay, but
You
you
should
gotta
feel
slow.
my pain.
You gotta slow it back.
Oh no, so bad.
So only reason why I say this, right? There's no I in team, right? We agree on there's no I in team, and that whole idea, that whole philosophy, you become as one, you're a team, right?
Yeah.
There's no I in team, but if you can only see I only can see my perspective. Things that you do affect me differently, vice versa, right? Things that I do might affect you. You might need help in this area. I might need help. I think it really all comes down to communication. And like you're saying, if you're communicating and the impact is not there, then of course make that action. But if it's not, dial things back. That's fine to dial things back. But if you're not communicating it and you're overextending and just allowing this to grow and grow, then it is going to become an expectation. My whole thing is you don't allow it to do that. If you want a comfortable relationship,
people allow anything. I think it's one of those things. It's like what you fix. It's like when you raise a kid, you learn things that you can and can't do with each child. Each child is totally different.
Exactly.
I can't raise one child this way. I can't raise my oldest son like I do my middle son or like I do my daughter. My daughter has a different need and dynamic from me. Everybody has that. But my thing is, in a relationship, somewhere in there, why is it that only the women can feel when the man needs help or when the man's hurting and the man can't feel when the woman needs help and the woman needs help is hurting?
Because it's not the same standpoint. It's not the same point of view, because think of what a man will do in that situation and think what a woman does in that situation. The way that it's shown is different. That's why I said communication and expression. You need to make sure that these are all messages that's conveyed.
Yeah.
Because I know for me, I'm not going to take something and assume. I'm never going to do that. Like,
but you don't get what you get.
Yeah, I don't listen, right?
So
that's what I'm saying. It takes a certain impact for me to understand what's going on. So if you're saying yada yada, it's really want. Like, I'm hearing what you're saying. But as it, you could be just venting. You have to think about that. There's so many dynamics and things. Like if I communicate to my friend and I'm saying something to him, a guy friend, he's gonna understand what I'm saying because it's a man's mentality. Oh, I get what you're coming from. Even if I don't understand, I'm kind of meeting you in the middle and understanding. Well, women, you guys will say something, right? And you'd be like, oh no, understand who you're talking to. We have conversation like that. Understand who you're talking to. Understand this. You might be venting. You might be whatever. So I could be taking it all in. I need some type of signifier that, you're at your last leg. You're at your wit's end. You really are tired. Okay, we got to get to these questions because it's just stacking up.
And talk loud.
But yeah, Liz B said when they do it, when you do it, they expect it. Stop, and they will do more. Sandra said, I need help from the kids. They all got to step up to the forefront with me due to my physical and medical problems. I have been putting limitations on my mobility as it's changed in the past 4 years. Sleazy said, plus women are entitled to 100%. Sandra said, do I like it? Nah, but it makes me feel bad because I'm not able to help like I used to. Sleazy said, women are very entitled and controlling, just in a different way. Sandra said, okay, wait, you can't be doing that all day from in the bathroom. You got to come back in agreement with this. You can't do all that from the bathroom. You got to come back. Sandra said, it's like this. Folks change, the relationship changes, situation changes, folks' body changes, all in a relationship. And we have to be able to adapt to change. Absolutely. Sandra said, really, Sis Lizzie, I don't feel that way. I don't think all women feel entitled and be controlling in a certain way. But yes, I agree that women do what they do and they act that way, maybe due to bad situation that they had to deal with previously. Sleazy just put it bluntly, women run everything. The money, ain't no money coming in the house, the woman don't know about. All right. Sleazy said, women definitely control the whole narrative.
Yeah.
Sanders said, That's not all the way true because men hide things from their partner, and sometimes they feel that they don't need to share everything with them all the time. But I don't agree with that way of thinking. Essentially. All
Well,
right,
I'm gonna say
Sandra.
I don't think a lot of women feel entitled. They're controlling. I
Absolutely.
do agree with a lot of women being majorly controlling, but I think it's because like a lot of times we've been through something and we don't, you know, if we fall and hurt ourselves, we know not to step over that area to fall again. We know to go around it, do some other, make a bridge to go over it. But we ain't gonna
step and fall into the same trap
over and over again.
Yeah.
Where man, he gonna step and fall into the trap over and over again, hoping for a different
outcome,
and it doesn't happen that way. I just was like when I was noticing it because I can't really give advice on the situation because me and Chris are not like that.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I don't like that men feel like a woman should be this, this, and this, and this, and that's it.
But
and
don't
then
you feel like that
have
expectation is there for a woman as well? If a man is set place to do this, then he should upkeep that.
But yeah, but if a man doesn't, a woman no, because if a man doesn't, a woman usually jumps in to help. It's like, okay, we can sit here and go like this. We can go like this. We don't put in a role that a man is a straight provider, and a woman should not get a job to help her man out. We don't have that mindset where a man feels like if he feels like a woman should cook and clean, he's never going to cook and clean. But a woman is not going to go, oh, well, you're supposed to be my provider, so you need to get 2 or 3 jobs to make sure we in this household. No, we'll jump in and get a job too. Or find ways to get money, find ways to make sure everything is, we gonna hustle to help. Where a man doesn't do it vice versa. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like, I don't care what the dynamic of you have in your relationship, but if one falls, you jump in and help cover it. When a man falls, he gets it depressed and be like, I can't find a job, I can't do this, I can't do that. But then the woman jumps in to help. And then now you're saying, don't help. Just let them sit there. So we all got to be without electricity, be homeless because we didn't want to help. That's where we're coming from.
All right, I got some more to speak on that. Sleazy said, woman will have a man change his haircut if necessary. Different households, different cultures, they run stuff differently. Liz said, if your man is hiding things from you, money especially, it's time to leave him because you guys have y'all going in 2 different directions. Sandra said, facts, Lizzie busy. Yeah, it's a partnership. Your woman is your help.
You help me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, because when you look on the outside looking in, you can have a mindset of what somebody should and shouldn't do.
Yeah.
But I just was like, when I was watching it.
What is the whole idea?
Yeah, when I was watching The Housewives, and then I was looking at people around me, and I was like, they really are like thinking this is what we should do, and they don't need to help in any shape or form. And you're talking about from somebody rich to somebody who ain't got nothing on welfare and all that. They having the same issues as women in the same area, and the men are treating the women the same exact way. And I'm like, why do men not understand to help?
Well, Stacey saying my thoughts. Y'all discussed this before. Sure, relationships grow and people want different things, and y'all discuss again with compromises. I mean, that's really the whole thing, right? I'm a very direct person, and I feel like a lot of men is direct in a way. It's like a trait that kind of just stands between the difference of a man and a woman, right? So you can say you want help, right? But if it's not being seen, if everything seems like it's taken care of, being handled, being done, it is hard for that person to think, oh, I'm gonna step in. Whereas, like you said, a woman, they will just do it by default on auto. But all I'm saying is, when it comes to a lot of that stuff, if you really do want, like what Liz was saying earlier, if you do want a lot of things to be done, you gotta wind things down a bit or just stop completely. I mean, I feel like the best thing is to kind of wind it down and then stop, because it's a slow feeling impact, and I think things might be done more. Like, you can't really, you don't really see it as much when it's a weaning off of things, rather than you quit cold turkey. Cold turkey seems abrupt that's when you're gonna have the feeling of, oh, all of a sudden you changing things that the dynamic is changed, yada yada, so on and so forth. But if you slowly stop doing things less, ease into it, I think that it will come and
This
manifest
is
as the
gonna
person
be
will do
cold
that.
turkey because women are very. If we have to stop, it's because we done told you 20 million times, and now we just can't take it no more, so we stop. And without our slow turkey was saying, "I need help. I need help. Why aren't you doing this? I need help." Ours is not. Let me wean you off of me cooking dinner for you. Now you just only get breakfast and lunch. Let me just up and leave you with the kid. No, when we done, we done. We done. We gave you words out of our mouth. That means we communicated to you what we needed help with. And when we say we done and we done, that means it's done.
Yeah.
So it's gonna feel like cold turkey because you didn't listen to say it. So it's not ever an abrupt thing. It's only abrupt because you wasn't listening. That's not the woman's fault if you wasn't listening. Yeah. I'm just saying from the outside looking in, if a woman is, because they always say that's a good woman. She got your back. She held it down for you. That's a good woman.
Yeah.
But men don't say, I need to be a good man. I hold it down for my wife.
Well, that's the whole thing, though. Like it's like Stacey's saying right here. I'm gonna get up to that early. But it's expectations and communications. If it's not ever communicated that I'm not doing my job, I'm not gonna understand that. Like I'm gonna know my shortcomings to a certain extent, but they might be affecting you in a whole nother way that I don't know of. So you might have this want and need, right? Similar to the love language type of thing. You know somebody's love language, you can cater to it, right? You know somebody's problems, you can cater to it. You know everything, you can cater to it. But if new things are coming up and it's not explained, it's not communicated effectively, I'm still here with this same set of goals and expectations, and it hasn't changed to meet the new person that you are becoming.
See, I have a problem with that conversation.
Why?
Because I'm going to just go with me and you as business partners, correct?
Yeah.
I talk and I explain as much as I can to you, whatever I do. You don't listen. So, and when you explain stuff, it's like all over the board.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I can explain something to you and communicate it to you. If you're not listening, it doesn't come in. And then when you tell me something, it makes no sense. And I know it don't make sense because you even be like, okay, that don't make sense. Let me say it this way. So, we know this thing. So just in a dynamic of me talking to Chris and me talking to you, if y'all don't listen, it doesn't matter how much somebody communicates to you if you're not listening.
Yeah.
Because for the communication, that's why I always tell people, you can communicate all day long. If the person is not listening to you and understanding what you say, communication's out the door. So this person I'm telling you everything about me, whole life, every step. This is what we're going to do, step for step, step. Every step, I'm in detail of telling you step by step. If you're not listening or understanding what I'm saying, and you're not going to tell me you don't understand, it's going to always be backwards.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to ever understand. So a woman can sit here and yell to the death of her soul, I need help with the kids and this and this and that. The man is tuning her out. He only heard, I need help. I don't know what she need help with. And then he picks and choose what she needs help with.
Exactly. But then again, that's what I'm saying. It's that set of goals and expectations, right? As those goals and expectations change, it's the communication thing. You can communicate whatever, right? You have to communicate effectively. Communicating effectively, there might have to be some action behind it. You might have to feel or see something so you can understand it. Because if we just in the same boat as usual and we haven't switched routes, then I might need something a little bit more impactful for me to understand what's going on.
That doesn't work.
There we go.
What do you mean there it goes? That doesn't work. It doesn't work because if the person is communicating, if I'm communicating and you're not listening, everything you just said is null and void.
But think of it like a love language, all right? People have different ways of learning. People have different ways to comprehend and understand stuff. If you might have to meet them down. You might have to notch it up or notch it down for them to understand it.
No,
and you're saying
that
no,
has nothing to do with that. No, I'm not saying that. If you're not listening, it doesn't matter what you notch it down to. You can do it in a cartoon. You can do it in a football, basketball. It don't matter which way you do it. If you're not listening, it does not matter. Mm-hmm. And you're trying to justify not listening. It doesn't matter because I'm gonna tell you, when you guys was dating, you were listening. When you were in love in the beginning before you proposed, you were listening. Mm-hmm. When you were first were married, you can listen. It didn't change. You just stopped listening.
I mean, what changes time as time
goes. I'm just saying, right? As you stopped listening because you understood everything the woman was saying beforehand, mm-hmm. and now we just don't listen. So it doesn't have to be, oh, she's saying the difficulty. She can say it in a cartoon, in the Sports Illustrated way. She can say it all kinds of ways. If you're not listening, you're not listening.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter with everything you just said. You got to listen.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
And if you don't listen, you won't hear it. Mm-hmm. And it's going to feel like it's abrupt and it stopped.
We're going to welcome in. We got Sweet
Reed.
What? Sweet who? Sweet Reed. That's who. We got Sweet Reed in the building. We got Sweet Reed in here, all right?
Okay, go ahead.
All right, we're going to get up to earlier. Stay said, if y'all agree you're going to be a kept woman, and that's a deal breaker, if you're going to agree that you're a kept woman, that could be a deal breaker if you no longer are interested in that. Sandra said, you guys are partners, you grow together, you grind together, you learn together, and you build together. Mm-hmm. Stay said, if I don't know how to cook, if you know I don't cook, don't expect a Sunday meal from me 4 nights a week. Lynn said, or simply open up your mouth and tell him you need help. Sometimes men get so wrapped up that they can't see the difference. Stay said, yes, expectations and communication. Sweetie said, remember that men are pacified their whole life, from moms to the woman before you. Tia said, facts,
that makes sense. That's a good one.
Sweetie said, favorite nephew. Don said, I agree with you, Eli.
Sweetie said, what favorite nephew, what? Damn favorite nephew.
Stay said, you have to communicate. You have to communicate is their language, just like kids. You have to communicate in their language, just like kids. Yeah. Sweet Reed says, some understand what they want to understand. Mm-hmm. Lena said, I'm not going to keep saying it. Let's go now. Stay said, communication is a two-way street. But sometimes look at the way you're communicating.
That's true.
We got a Sweetheart in the building.
Welcome in,
how you doing,
Sweetheart?
Sweetheart says, how are you doing? We good over
here. Doing good.
So he said, man, that's why I switched teams.
I bet. It makes sense. Good. He was over here confusing me, and I knew what I was talking about.
Sandra said, big facts, sisters and strawberry, because communication is everything. You know, sometimes men have a hard time listening. The one thing that irritates my soul is when a man says, just because. Stay says, if you're yelling every time you're communicating, I can't hear you. You have to come to me correctly.
Yeah, I think the yelling comes after the 5th time and saying something over and over.
Sandra said, you're expressing the way you feel. Take it all as you're being nagging and you're just acting. And you know, I had to be honest because I deal with that with my husband. We have great communication, but it comes to like when I try to express myself, don't be so naggy. Don't complain. You guys have to understand. We are just trying to explain and express how we are feeling to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Lena said tomorrow's our anniversary. 43 years of not listening.
Well, congratulations, Lena. Oh my goodness, 43 years.
On that note.
That is just amazing. Like that is so awesome. 43 years. Woo! Shoot, we babies to you over here. We over here going on our 24th in June. This is why we need to be listening to people like Lena Doyle. She just said not listening. So you said Lena twerking tomorrow. Hey. Let me put that up there because that's what he's been doing the whole time. We get right here. But I don't know why men take it the other way. They take it as if we're trying to be annoying or a nuisance or just to irritate. But they say you have to express your feelings yourself to be honest. Well, you know they ain't gonna do that. Sweetheart said, "How old is your son?" Well, this is my nephew. He's 18. My oldest son is 20. My other one's turning 19 in May. Sleazy said, wasn't that Lena that said she going to try and twerk? She gotta twerk it. She gotta twerk it. It's 43 years. You gotta twerk. Sweet Reed said, congratulations to Lena Doyle. Captain, she said, blessings to you and your husband. Exactly. Lena, don't be laughing, Lena. We want to see twerking. 43, get the twerking on. Hey, I don't even know how to twerk. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Sandra said, but as that one saying goes, closed mouth don't get fed. So either you're going to be considerate of our feelings and listen, or you're not at all. Period. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Is like people don't understand. Like men are these other creatures, and they have this mindset. And they always say, and everybody always say, you need to communicate. But I keep telling people, communication takes listening and understanding. Somebody talking, that it means nothing if the person is not listening to the person that's talking and trying to understand what the person is saying. So those go together. You can't communicate without having listening and understanding. I say it all the time. It is what it is, because this craziness has to stop. We always on the low end of the podium when it comes to being in a relationship, and we are much more than that. And I'm not saying that's every relationship, because like I don't go through that with Chris, but sometimes he tried to pull that mess. I ain't gonna lie, he sometimes try to pull that. But then I communicate till you go to sleep. You can call him nagging or whatever, and when you wake up, I'm still talking about it. Sleazy said, don't switch up now, Lena. Laugh out loud. Congrats. Yeah, Lena. Congrats, girl. Oh, it's what you gonna do for your anniversary? What you gonna do, Lena? Tell us what y'all do on 43. Yes. She said, what time is it there? It is 2:37 here Pacific Standard Time. Lena Sleazy said, we got to stop making excuses for adults. Both men and women, people show their true color and red flags. We ignore it. That's true. That is so true. Sleazy is talking the truth right there. That part right there. We do. We know how to play the victim. We know how to make excuses for everybody's behavior, including our own. We do. And that's true, Sleazy. You got that. Don Hood is saying happy anniversary to Lena. Sandra said, I remember this one, but no relationship is perfect. We all go through ups and downs. As long as there's more good times than bad times, then that's what counts. It's real love. Okay. Sometimes it's going to be more bad times, though, because people got to learn. You be hard headed. So where you from? Where Portland over here? Portland, Oregon. No, it's Oregon, but people always say Oregon. And I don't know why. No twerking here, dinner in bed. Oh, Before you go to bed, you better get the twerking. Get on the bed and twerk. It might give you a little spring in your step, and get on the bed and do the twerk. Facts, Sleazy. Yeah, Sleazy spoke that. That was a good one. Yeah. Hey, sweetheart. How old is your nephew? He's 18 turning 19. Right, Sleazy? They are already show you who they are. In fact, that is true. I mean, we do. And like I said, things change and we get used to things. But it was just funny because I was watching it, Housewife of Potomac last night. I started watching it to catch up. And all of a sudden, my daughter's into it, everybody be into it. And, now people want to watch it without me. And but I was looking at that and I was like, oh my goodness. I hear my friends or my associates, hear my associates say the same thing, that these women who are rich, because their men are rich or whatever, saying the same exact thing. And like I know like the difference of a housewife. Like I know it's taking care of kids. But you know, there was some times where the one girl wanted her husband to help her like set up everything while she went out of town the way she does for him. Or something like that. I forgot how the situation was. But I was like, why don't men do that? Why do men feel like yeah, and wait and when he says, I provide you with the money, set your own self up. I was like, dang. I mean, you got the money to do it, but I'm just like, sometimes you just want your man to make you feel like you're important, you know. You know how it is. Sometimes people settle for anybody just to say they have some. That is so true. Stop doing that, y'all. Don't if you single, enjoy single life because single life is good. I had a good time when I was single. I know it's been 20-some years ago, but I had a good life when I was single. I enjoyed it. Sweetheart says, "Do you have an email?" Yes, it just went across. I'm gonna try to type it in. I think last time I typed it in wrong, but I'm gonna try to type it in. Love and live life. Oh, that's why I've been messing up. There you go. There is our email. In order for us to be married 43 years, let me highlight it. I'm all into it too. In order for us to be married for 43 years, we had to listen to each other and don't forget the one most important thing, God got to keep God in. Oh, yes. Don't be trying to be married and don't have God in it because I tell you, woo-wee. Lena, that was a word. We think we doing good and because we ain't been talking to God like we're supposed to talk to God. Yes, indeed. So very true, sis, sweet Reed. And that's awesome, Lena. Yes. How long you guys been married, Sweet Reed? Donna said sometimes the way folks were raised and what they saw plays a big role in their relationship. It can be. My thing is make your own rules in your relationship so it can be positive and you guys can be together because trying to copy somebody else's relationship, sometimes here he is, Sweet Reed. He said, "Where's your nephew?" Hiding.
You said Sweet Reed.
Oh,
that's
sweetheart. Sorry, he right here. Amen. God is an important part of a good marriage because He will be there to help you and lead you as man and wife. Ain't that the truth? Ooh, go ahead. We speaking truth over here.
Made me laughing.
Yeah. So how many years you been married, Sweet Reed? Oh, there it is. She said my birthday is May 1st, 1981.
Are you just trying to say sweetheart or Sweet Reed?
I'm talking to Sweet Reed and then Sweetheart. I see Sweet and Sweetheart is new. I gotta check out Sweetheart because Sweetheart is new. Mm-hmm. Birthday May 1st. Oh, my first grandson is May 1st. 41. That's what I'm talking about. Will we partying on your birthday?
Sweetheart said, "Do you have any questions for me?"
Well, are you married?
Sweet Reed said, 23 years, and it will be turning 24 in August. We after you and Chris.
Hey, go ahead, Sweet Reed. Go ahead, okay.
Stacey said, "So okay, I'm good. I'm home with the good Wi-Fi."
Okay, Stacey. I love saying Stacey.
You be saying that any type of way.
I just Stacey. Microphone said,
I'm married for 17 years. I'm a mess.
Shoot, I think we all a mess. That's what makes us work.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I forgot what the conversation.
You're talking about the conversation.
So basically we're gonna keep
women.
Yeah. Y'all need to listen and understand. We do too as women. Sometimes we just assume our men should be able to read our minds. We gotta stop that. That irritates my soul.
Sweetheart said, "I will send an email later."
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, no, I think it does really, like I said, it comes down to communication. And like you said, communication is listening and understanding.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, I think perspective plays a big role in things. If you're doing something, it's hard for you to see it as you're doing it. but another person is highlighted very clear, bright as day.
Exactly.
So you have to do the self-reflection. You have to understand, and that's for any relationship, whether that's a friendship, your marriage, work relationship, all that.
Exactly.
You have to be able to take that step back and look at the whole situation.
Yes.
And even if there's done being wrong, look at what you can do to make things right.
And Lena said,
Lena said, it's a hot mess without God.
Ain't that the truth, Lena?
Micro Farmer said, but if I combined the two, it would have been 27 years. Is that legal?
No. He said, if I combine the two, I don't even want to combine my eggs. I'm just saying.
Michael said, you're going to be single for the rest of your life.
I don't know.
No. Oh, man.
He's
Micro,
a little lovey-dovey, y'all.
Micro, you acting up.
He be a little lovey-dovey. I'm going to just let you know.
Oh, man.
But he need to listen to this conversation because his answers was jagging it up.
No. I think
you was making excuses. You know you were.
It's an excuse, but here's it's one thing for the conversation, right?
Yeah.
As a man's point of view, I can understand all of those things. But in reality, compromises have to be made either way.
Well, that's true.
So, if you're not understanding, you're going to look for the understanding.
Yeah.
But as somebody who's conditioned in that situation, I can see why they're not looking for the understanding, because nobody likes change. And if you're doing something and you guys are complacent in the relationship and all of a sudden you're switching up, trying to do all these different things, it might be hard for you to do all that. It might be hard. You over here starring questions.
Yeah, that's what you did. Answer, sweetheart.
Do you have my name do you have a name put in my contact? We don't have no name. Are you saying, do we have your name?
Yeah, I don't have your name.
Just send us an email. You can send us an email with any information you want to send us. All right. Micro said they both got money. Okay, well, we got to get Sister this question. New question. How do you feel about dating a man with a whole lot of kids and baby mamas?
Okay, I'm gonna give 2 answers. One, heck no.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is if that man got it in like a nice control of everybody and there's no drama with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he set boundaries and said this is not what's gonna happen, and everybody can get along, and there's boundaries, major boundaries set where everybody respects each other. Then if it's up your alley, go ahead. Chris couldn't have no kids. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I'm just not for the whole lot of.
I ain't for the whole lot. I ain't for the wanna.
I'm not, but it's one thing for the wanna, but it's the whole lot of for me.
I think a whole lot is better than a wanna, because a wanna, that woman feels like I'm the first and I'm this
queen and all that, yeah.
And a whole lot of shit, they just a whole lot. We don't even know who's in for it.
I don't know. I think kids. I mean, I feel like it's one thing as you're more mature.
Yeah.
As you're aged up a bit, I think both of those factors don't matter. If you're dealing with a crazy baby mama and the kid is over 18 and self-sufficient, there's no foolishness that really needs to be handled there. I mean, I think I could deal with a whole lot.
Yeah, because you be the one.
If anybody my age
18, they just had a whole lot.
I'm saying if it's a young woman my age would come to me with a whole lotta, we're gonna do a whole nada. It's gonna be gone. Like I'm saying, it's not even a conversation. I mean, shoot, you may look good, you may smell good. I might even want to live my life with you, but you got the whole lotta, and that's a whole lot of nada for me. I don't want a whole lot of problems. I'm good off that.
Oh my goodness! Oh, you need a whipping.
I'm just saying, kids is one thing, and I think
because Michael Farmer just said right here. He says, say, I have 8 kids and I turned out fine.
No, there's no problem with having kids. No problem with having a whole bunch of stepkids. But like I said, you my age, the girls my age, they move completely differently. And if you saying you got a whole lot of, like I said, it's a whole nada for me. I can't do with that. I really can't. I have too many young sisters. I know the outcomes. I'm just not for that. No.
He don't
then
want
you gotta
the
be
kids.
the stepdad and doing all this.
He don't want to do the
No.
kids, y'all.
Too
He
much
don't want to do the kids.
expectations at this
I ain't
age.
gonna hate. Sandra said it'll be 15 years for us this year. Congratulations, July 18th.
Okay.
Praise God. That's
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet Reese says he taking care of them, stay. If not, that's a deal breaker.
That is a deal breaker.
Micro said, I know when I got the upper room, I need a refund check. Oh man. Sleeve said deal breaker favorite nephew. She trying to get you caught up. That's what I'm saying. Just listen, double down on it. A whole lot of, a whole nada. We out. It's not a conversation. No situation to pick up or put down. Only understand. It's a whole lot
I
of
can give these questions to Eli because I'm gonna just tell y'all. I gotta know what he be thinking because his brain be doing other stuff. So I gotta know what he's thinking.
That sweetheart said, I am not yet married. All right.
Okay.
Sandra said, bro, panda a whole lot of nada. Amen. Amen. And the church said, educated natural said, oh, we gotta welcome her.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Not only is she educated,
but she's natural.
We got 10 that educated natural. She said, hey, Love and Live show and everyone.
Yes.
Sweetheart said, I'll send an email tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
You know who we also got in here?
We
got Red Rock TV. Red Rock stepping in.
What's
good, Red Rock?
up?
Oh, man. Sweetheart said, live with my family.
Yeah.
10 said, I agree with Eli. No, that person belongs to the street. That's what I'm saying, especially if they're around my age, right? It's one thing if you were once for the streets, you could mature and, I mean, some say once for the streets, always for the streets, but I believe in redemption. You know, you can step out of that.
Well, she just have
and later in life.
Quadruplets.
Regardless,
she got a lot of kids. She got
it's too much responsibility. It's too much for a young man like me who is trying to flourish. It's too much responsibility. I'm just saying. I have 4 sisters. I don't want 4 children. They already young.
Do you want some kids?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. No.
But at a more comfortable age, and if they're young,
I wasn't asked about.
We can even say in my 20s. We can even say in my 20s. We can even say early 30s. A whole lot of kids is still a whole lot of nada for me.
So how many kids do you want?
How many kids? I'm personally feel like striving for 2, 3 or 4 is max. And I only say 3 or 4 because you never know when you can have twins.
Yeah.
But 3, I feel like it's cool.
Okay.
You don't have the middle child, but it's nice to have the middle child. Lena said, you got a whole lot of kids. That means he was jumping from woman to woman. Don't need that one. Straight up. Sleazy said, Queen, we know he ain't crazy. For every nephew is reserved. Your body is a temple, favorite nephew. Hey, man, listen. Let that be. Oh, man.
I can't do it. I don't know, because, Eli be acting silly sometimes. I have to ask these questions, Sleazy.
Sleazy, the redemption. Yeah.
I'm just telling you, your favorite nephew right here.
Rimrock said, hello to everyone in chat. Love is love. Yeah, love is love.
Just not love for you on that, huh?
I mean, there will be no time for the love to be formed. That's my thing. If you have 4 kids, I feel like that's hard to keep under wraps. And if you have 4 kids as a mother, and I'm interested in you, and I don't know that fact, then of course I don't want to go further because where are the 4 kids?
Maybe she don't want to tell them right away.
If I got you on social media and stuff like that, and I'm not seeing a glimpse of your 4 kids, and if I bring the question, oh, who are those kids on your Instagram? And you're saying those are your nieces or nephews?
That's lying. Ain't nobody saying.
That's what I'm saying.
If they're lying,
but there's no way for me not to know. That's what I'm saying. There's no way for me not to know in the early stage of relationship with social media, with all that. If you don't post her kids, do you love your kids? I don't know.
Oh my goodness! So if somebody don't post their kids, they don't love them.
Listen,
because I don't post mine. Does that mean I don't love my kids?
Okay, there's one thing if it's a business account. It's another thing if it's a personal account, right?
The only reason
You might not want to post your kids because this, that, and the other. I can understand that.
Yeah.
You don't want them to be,
exactly
somebody to be looking at your kids any type of way. All that I can understand that, right? But all I'm saying, because take not to do you love your kids, that was foolishness. In a realistic situation, all I'm saying is, if I'm dating this person, if I'm remotely interested, we have over 3 encounters. I should know within those 3 encounters that you have kids. I think that's something that should come up.
But the reason I say that is because you're one of those people, if you don't ask, you don't say nothing. So my thing is, did you ask? Because
women is not like that.
No. You can't say that. Because I'm going to say your grandmother, my mother, is definitely like
don't
that.
Ask, don't tell.
You don't ask, conversation don't come up. It didn't come up. And you out of all people shouldn't be getting mad because I had to tickle you to death just to get an answer today.
But okay, that's besides the point, right? Knowing who I am.
How would she know that?
Then you're already off mark, right?
How would she know how you are?
No,
it's 3 dates.
I'm saying me knowing who I am. Then you're already off mark because you know how I am. That is a factor that I do not want repeated, So I'm gonna get with somebody is not doing all that. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because that's not always what works. You might find
it's not always what works.
No, but you might find somebody that's like that because whatever they just was learned that they were taught not to do that, so they don't talk. Just like we don't know why you don't talk.
I talk. Here's the thing, right?
No, I mean if somebody asks you a question, why we gotta ask 20 questions to get to one answer?
But here's the thing, right? You keep saying this, right?
Yeah.
What people do, they don't like. If I'm just getting to know you, that's already a mark right there. I'm not gonna like that. If I have to pry to get an answer from you, that is not attraction.
But it's not a pride. You didn't. If you never asked if the girl had kids, kids never came up in a conversation. Why should she bring it up?
Why should she bring up the kids?
It's just we're dating. You're dating, having a conversation. You're not in a strong relationship.
All right, so we're stepping out this situation. We're still having this discussion in the first place, but we're stepping out this conversation. We on the date. I don't ask her about the kids. All right.
Yeah.
I don't ask her. Why is she? I feel like if you're thinking about, say it's not the 3 or 4 days, as we get more serious. If I'm getting more serious with you and I still don't know about the kids, I don't know. That's not. I think that's always something that should come up. Why? Because it's important. That's a factor that I'm gonna have to deal with. You are gonna have expectations from me as you have kids.
Maybe I don't. Maybe a woman. But maybe a woman wouldn't have that expectation if she's not telling you right away, because she doesn't want all this conversation. And we just dating right now, and there's nothing. We're not.
That's what I'm saying. As we become more serious.
Yeah. But my thing, I think that should be a conversation that should come out. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But I saw the same thing. I feel like it's something that you should open your mouth, because I believe if you had kids, a woman would have to ask you.
Do I have kids?
Yeah.
I think she definitely would.
Exactly.
But here's the thing as well.
What?
At this point, this is another question in the booklet.
What?
Because so many people my age have kids early. Mm-hmm. So it's really just kind of default.
No.
To ask if you have kids, I think it is default.
But if you don't ask, why do you expect somebody to ask you?
But I'm saying it's a default for me to ask. I'm not saying if I right now was dating, right? Mm-hmm. If depending on how close I am to this person or how interested I am in this person, mm-hmm. I'm gonna just come up with the questions that I want to ask. Like you're gonna have a whole booklet questionnaire.
That's what I'm saying.
It just goes into that.
I agree. Have a whole bunch of questions.
Anyway, we're getting wild with this.
I would hate.
Okay, sweetheart said, just sent you the email.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Sweetheart said, what are you doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we do game time over here.
Yeah, we do game time.
They said family is off limits on my socials. And I can understand that. Listen, you got a business, you keep it professional, you have an image, whatever. Mm-hmm. So Micro said, I don't post my kids on there because the mother don't want our kids on social media. And that's what I'm saying. I understand that. Micro said, what if what you don't ask can hurt you? You ask that person to get upset running like, yeah. Stay. So you have to ask everything these days: age, sex, sexual preference, kids, marriage. Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's just
exactly.
It's just another thing in the questionnaire. That's why I'm like, all right. I'm trying to imagine a situation where I would not know that they have kids. I couldn't imagine that nowadays because where am I meeting you? If I'm meeting you outside of a place where you don't have your kids, right? Maybe at your job, whatever. I feel like as we are talking, even within the first second, I'm really third time's a charm. That third date, I feel like I would have gotten that information that you have kids.
If you ask, then yeah, I'm just saying. If you don't ask, that's on you.
But together we have to really break every chain. All right.
Yeah.
And we got Ms. Opinionated. Yeah, that's her. She in the building. All right.
She said, "I'm sorry, the family. Hello. Oh,
It's
no
better
problem.
late than never. Thank you for being here."
Yes, love that you
Marco
here.
said, because we know what the other person wants. We got somebody who's always themselves. We got always Tam Tam. She said, "Hello."
Hello.
Micro said, "If you play, then it's okay." And Stay, yeah. Why wouldn't she tell? It's red flags.
I'm
So
just
you said
saying,
hiding
she
kids
might
is
be like
weird.
Eli. I look at Eli, and I know there's a girl version of Eli somewhere. So
Listen,
my thing is, Eli does not give out any information unless you ask, and it's not like a simple like, "Oh, Eli, what I had to tickle him today for?" Because I said, "What are you listening to?" And he went around and around. It was taking about too long, so I just started tickling him. I didn't know I was tickling him good because it was because he slid off the chair. He was all on the floor. So I was just saying.
That's one thing, right? That's one thing. That's just the relationship. You know, I'll be on the foolishness with you, right? But if I really am invested in trying to get with somebody,
yeah,
trust and believe. Like you listen, I don't know what people are going off of, but these are questions that I feel come up in some type of way.
Yeah, I'm saying if you ask a question and she denies it, that's one thing. That's a big red flag. But if you didn't ask the question and y'all just dating, because I know when I was dating, okay, I didn't have kids at the time still, but when I was dating, my thing was I wasn't sitting up here saying, "Oh, my sister lives with me," or "I'm raising my sisters." I never said that. I was just, we dating. Now we get to the point where, "Oh, you wanted to come to my house, or I'm coming to your house." We getting a little bit more intimate. We just go into each other's house. To me, back in the day, that was intimacy for me. Just going to your house, nothing else. But then my thing is, I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm taking care of my sister," because we're having these conversations.
Oh, we're getting on a hot one right here. Stay said, "If you don't ask, this on you," is what I've seen some transgender people say. I think it's something that we need to know.
Oh, yeah. And that's part of asking questions. And it shouldn't be a problem to ask questions. That's the thing.
And that's really the
and
whole
answer
thing.
them directly and not indirectly like my nephew does me.
Well, I'll answer you indirectly, right? But if you really want to know something, and it's not being held for a reason, I think it would be out. I mean, it's not like, you probably little. The moment you probably little, you're just showing the interest. I'm definitely down to let you know.
Yeah.
But if I feel like you're just being nosy, messing around, then I'm gonna be messing around with you. That's the vibe. But in a situation, right?
Hopefully you see him tomorrow game time.
in a situation where I'm dating, especially somebody nowadays, I think that is a conversation that will come up. And like somebody said here earlier, if you are offended by something like that, then I feel like it's a serious thing. I mean, I'm gonna even put a little bit of emphasis on it. Like I might joke around with a little bit, but I'm really being serious here. Do you have any kids or anything like that?
And I think they should answer it honestly. I do. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, you don't like to answer questions, so I don't know. And it ain't just to me. You torture us all.
Yeah, well, I hit everybody with a little bit of rigmarole, right?
Yeah,
that's cool. But like I said, I think if you really are down to be with somebody, especially during this, and this initiation phase, before you stepping into this next level of the relationship, it's a conversation. Okay, it definitely is a conversation. We gotta welcome some people in.
Let's welcome in.
All right, we already got somebody. Well, it's a nice bunch of folks. All right.
Yeah.
So nowadays we gotta praise God. We got Pray Couple Cooking Series. They happy hump day.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Beautiful Queen Lenore, Laya, and the chat.
Yeah.
Love on purpose, everyone. Much love on purpose. Much love on
purpose. It was awesome this morning. I was on the chat before we got on our live today, and I was my stomach was hurting. That's why I needed a drink. That's why y'all caught me drinking this morning.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, DJ Vince had me cracking up today.
Oh my goodness, they was acting up. We even threw a clip on our community tab. You know who we have on in here? Speaking of that,
we do.
We got
DJ Vince
Rockin'. He said DJ Vince is
Yes.
here. Queen and Eli, hello everyone.
Yeah.
All right, we got him in the building.
Y'all gotta watch the video today because that was hilarious. I mean, my stomach was hurting and everything. Eli, like, can you stop laughing? We gotta go on live. I was watching until that minute because that was hilarious. Oh, so watch the clip.
Well,
okay.
All right, sweetheart said very soon have to go to bed. All right, you take care. We're gonna look
sweetie.
at your email. Email.
What's
What am I
email?
saying?
I don't know.
Michael Farmer said, I feel never ask a question you know is going to be lied about. Like the other person didn't work out. Because no one is gonna put light on their faults.
That's true.
Yeah, no, never ask a question you think somebody is gonna lie about, like why did the other person not work out?
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you lying as well, everything comes to light eventually. I mean, depending on
you're gonna see who they are.
Yeah, you're gonna, even if you don't see the full, you're gonna see some of it, and it's gonna come at you in a whole different way. And it's gonna, I think that's just how things work there.
Yeah.
You're
gonna see it. I agree.
I don't think, especially when it comes to kids, I don't think that's something unless they have been given away. And then at that point you don't really care about the kids, I mean, you care about the kids, but it's not like a everyday factor. It might not be something that
she need to hear the lie.
I
need to hear the lie. I need to hear what lie you coming up with.
I need to hear the lie. I need to
have
that analysis of you. Like, because when you first talking to somebody, it's the smallest things, all right? The micro things. Not to be too funny here, but the micro things. It's the small, slightest stuff that would just be like, they move a certain way. It's just like confusing. So you're doing nothing but asking questions.
Yeah, because they say what?
And I feel like it should be completely comfortable in that situation. I need to hear the lie.
I need to hear the lie. I feel you, Stacey. I just nosy and want to know the truth. Anyway, I'll figure it out because I'm an investigator. So I'm gonna listen to you talk, and I'm gonna pick and choose the words that come together, and I can tell you pretty much my whole feelings of what I think, and I'm not gonna change it.
It's gonna be
unless I say different. Yeah,
it's gonna be consistent.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah. I feel you.
I'll be like, no, that don't make no sense. I do that all the time, and they lie, like, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. And then what happens to lie?
That's not true. Then that be coming up in a different, like, just wild. Some details might be a little bit off, but the whole grand idea is there, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I'll be on it.
Too crazy.
You be like, no, that ain't gonna happen. I'll say no.
Sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'm with this. I can see this idea, but maybe it's this. Then some situations, I'm like, that don't even make no sense. Then it turns out to be that one. So, my whole philosophy now is when she says something that sounds outrageous, chances are it's most likely real.
That's all I'm trying to say.
All right,
I'm a private investigator.
Email already.
You said what?
I said sweetheart said they sent the email already. We actually did not get the email yet, sweetheart.
There it is right there.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay, we got your email, sweetie.
Yeah, we got your email. Micro said, well, stays. Okay. Micro said, well, stays. Well, it didn't work out because I had hands of problems, so they wouldn't date me.
What's the hands of problems? We need to know the hands of problems.
Stay said hands problems. Please explain, all right? And let me choose with all of the information. Don't take my choice away from me.
That's right, stay. That's
like
right.
I said, my last relationship ended because I bust out all the windows.
I
Because you would date her. Listen.
I can't do Michael Farmer. He
Listen,
is not
will you
giving
date
true
her? Will I
He's
date
giving
her?
us some real lies for real.
Yeah. Putting hands on a woman. Will you date him? Will you? Nah, these are things that you are gonna dodge, sidestep, and backflip over. You're gonna do a whole bunch of acrobatics. But yeah. Sweetheart said I have exercise tomorrow. All right, best of luck.
Exercise.
They all lied. Definitely the ones on that energy. Because you're not gonna know. I mean, that's I feel like that's a question you need to ask. I mean, you're gonna hear the lies, but I think something might come out in that moment. All right, that little bit of truth. You know, you're like, have you ever laid your hands on a woman? What was the question again?
What was that one on?
Run it back.
That one joke.
Have you ever? Are you the crazy ex type? What are you talking about? It's the subtle things.
He's a woman not going to say she have
mood swings. Nah, I mean, I think that's just for a woman not realizing that they got the mood swings.
Yeah.
You know, you can hear whatever, and everybody says it. It just seems like they gaslighting or they just hyping the idea up. But when you get with them, you know, the mood swinging left, right. You done caught a right hook, left, uppercut. It's a whole lot of swing.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people, the hardest thing when you're trying to get to know somebody, definitely in the dating phase, is their perception and their reality are two different things. People think, oh, I'm this loving, kind person, or I'm this, I'm that, I'm truthful, I'm honest. All that, right? That's their perspective. That's their perspective, and you can't necessarily say they're lying because in their perception, that's what they think of themselves. It might not. It might be a lie, but it might not be a lie to them.
Yeah.
So they coming at you with nothing but their truth. It's their truth, all right. But as you get to know them more, all those things unfold, and you kind of understand the bigger picture.
That is true.
But I definitely think that is the hardest thing because, especially when it comes to these dating profiles, all that, right?
Yeah.
Online dating and the way people be moving now, you only see what they are showing you. And there's a lot of stuff. Of course, nobody's going to highlight their faults like Michael Farmer said. You know, I got a misdemeanor. I got a this. I got to run this with the crime. Nobody's going to say that.
No, they're not.
Nobody's going to come up there and say, hey, you know, I almost killed a guy. Nobody's gonna come up with that conversation. You know, nobody. That's not stuff that people are going to be attracted to. So all that, I don't know. I think that's something to also think about when you're getting to know somebody. As we've gotten to this dating topic,
yes,
you know, I think that is something to think about. You know, people might be saying something to you, but
exactly.
Hey, you know, and Sweetheart said, what is your nephew doing tomorrow? I'm going to be on this live stream. Oh, well, not this live stream. We're going to be on the next live stream. Game time here on the Love and Live show.
Yeah.
Going to be having a good time. We also do have a pretty eventful tomorrow as well. Always got something going on.
We a busy family over here. What did Michael Farmer say?
Michael Farmer said they all come in peace in the beginning of the relationship.
Yes.
It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. The whole world is a big lotto.
It ain't.
And
you ain't never lied on that one, Michael Farmer.
All right. You never know if you're going to be lucky. Are you winning or are you losing?
Did you get that nasty flavor? Like, why did you put this in my box? Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's how it is. All right. Sweetheart says like to draw, hip hop, rap, pink and purple, like watching wrestling.
Pink and purple are my favorite colors too, girl.
Stay. I personally don't date abusers because you'll quickly meet your match over here.
And that it'll be a horrible match for you because I don't play fair. I don't fight fair. I tell people that all the time. I don't fight fair.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty wild. You're gonna meet your man over here.
That's my Stace.
I mean, and I think everything is such a subtle rollout too.
Yeah.
And especially when you got somebody who's manipulative, conniving, or just down with the foolishness, just deceitful, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna try to do whatever they can to keep the plot going.
Yes, they are.
But it's gonna slowly unravel, and then all of a sudden you're in a situation where you're easing into it. you get more complacent with that. Oh, that's just what they do. Oh, that's just what they do. Then it becomes a whole big problem. All of a sudden, you're getting body slammed.
Ooh. I wasn't expecting the body slam. Yeah, you get body slam. Like, oh wait. A little slap here and there. I thought like the slap come first, you know. No, I didn't mean to slap you when our hands were waving and I hit you. It was my bad. Yeah. Okay.
Now all of a sudden you get the body slam.
There you go. That's so what I was.
Just don't. You
just
know.
Went straight to the body
just
slam.
don't allow that. Put your foot down in a situation like that. If you're not feeling comfortable with anything, put your foot down.
And I know people say people change, but you know, anger is anger. You can do anything to make somebody angry.
I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's like, you know, people do so much when they're thrown for a loop. Yeah. You get in an extreme emotional state or emotional state, whether that is, you know, sad, happiness, confusion, anger, anything like that. The moment something goes to that extreme, you never know what happens. That's when the true character comes out.
It is over for you.
Microphone said, "Nah, keep your hands to yourself." And
that's what I'm saying. And I'm gonna say that for women too. Keep your hands to yourself, because I'm gonna just tell you, y'all want to hit a man, and then when the man hits you back, you want to be mad. To keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna say too, right?
Because I think it's unfair for a woman to hit a man, and then expect that man not to hit her back. So don't do it. Neither one hit each other. Period.
Especially when people are conditioned, when somebody hits you, hit back, right? Yeah. What you see a lot of people doing is, right, for even to get to that physical boom pow, whatever. Michael said, I hit back with the same power. In order for it to really get to that, right? Yeah. You usually are arguing or doing something like that, right? Yeah. So you already at that amplified state. Yeah. Now, if you're picking on somebody at this point, right? And then you just come in with the swing, what are you expecting to come back? Like, if somebody is angry or they going through something, or they're feeling overwhelmed and you piling on top of that, and then all of a sudden you get a nice whack,
you automatically
you're gonna come back and whoa.
But then and then the man is always called the abuser. Oh, he's an abuser. He abused me. No, don't hit. Just don't hit. Or don't be antagonizing. Hit me. Hit me. I dare you to hit me because I'm going to knock you out. Hit me. Boom. I can't believe you hit me. I can't. Don't do that either. I don't like that either. I only saw that on TV, but I don't like that either. Just don't antagonize the hit and don't hit. That's it.
Stacey, I just read an article about an girl's ex-boyfriend who killed her after a long record of abuse. A lot of comments were asking why she kept going back. But, I mean, we talked about it plenty of times on this, right? People, they feel kind of secure in that.
Not even that. You gotta understand, before that first hit comes, there's they're already been programmed to not even care about themselves or protect themselves or love themselves, and they feel like this is the only person that loves them.
Self-esteem,
it's already been tore down a little.
It's been tore down,
and then when the first hit, it's this big old apology, I didn't mean to, and then the man is crying, and then there's all this, and so now we got the sympathy. Oh, he's crying. He didn't really mean to hit me. It was by accident, and then it just becomes a natural thing. But it's never just like, hi, how you doing? Boom. Yeah. It's never like that. It's self-esteem is being teared down.
All of that.
Exactly what he said. So yeah.
Sweet Reed said, yes, some women are abusive too. It's not always a man.
Yeah.
And Michael said, a lot of people just don't want to be alone.
That's true.
Sweet, yeah. So it's not always the men. Yeah. And I think when it comes to the abuse in general, right? That knife, it might come at you with the dull edge, but then as it pokes more and more, it starts to sharpen a bit, and all of a sudden you don't understand how far the situation goes.
Yeah.
And I think it is important in any relationship. Like, it doesn't matter what, you could be in a happy, healthy relationship.
Yeah.
You need to lay down the law.
Exactly.
You need to lay down the law.
Exactly.
You need to understand what you're not going to take and what you are going to take. And the moment you see somebody overstepping and it's something that is not going to make you comfortable, you got to double down and emphasize.
You double down.
Microphone said the man is always going down. Sanders said, very true. Y'all sisters on Strawberry Bro Panda. Well,
when a man's getting abused by a woman, they don't really talk about it. So, and because I think other men put them down for it.
Well, I mean, it's definitely like very similar to woman conversation, right?
Yeah, it is.
You ask a woman, why are you still in a relationship? And they give you a whole mental gymnastics of reason why. If a man is coming to a man with that, right?
Yeah.
The way that we are, very straightforward, very objective. Why are you not dealing with that? Or why are you dealing with that? And the person is not able to just simply say why. Are they saying why and it don't make no sense? That often translates to you're for the foolishness. You know, I can't understand you at that point because you are allowing her to do too much or all that, right? I mean, but everybody get fooled by love. You know, you see that on one thing, you know, and you think everything is okay, you know. All the times that she loves me that outweighs the time that she's acting up or whatever. And hey, I think a lot of men just have a hands off where women are more emotional to the situation. They feel like, you know, I wouldn't want to be, you know, just more expressive and seeing the dangers of it all. We got to welcome somebody in saying how you feeling, how you living. We got BDBGP in the building. Big Daddy Beer Gaming. Promotions. Hey, BDBGP to the elemental P. Hey.
And elemental P.
Hey.
We working it. It's all right. We got it.
Oh, man. Stay said, yes, we. It's a wild story. She was sitting in her car and her boyfriend, and he caught them. Oh, snap.
Oh, no.
Micro said.
That's a blackout phase right there.
Micro said a woman had to stab or shoot the guy before they lock her up.
Yeah. Because they don't believe that a man a woman can abuse a man. And like I said, men put it down in a negative trait as well to another man, you know. So
BDBGP, he said elemental P in the building. You know the vibe. How you feeling? How you living?
Yeah.
All right, he came through with it. All right. Said, hey, you know how it goes over here. Sleazy said, love is blind. And it will take over your mind. That's an Eve quote right there. Stacey said, I love that song, Sleazy. Oh, you know who we have in here?
Who we got?
We've got Life with Marlene. Marlene in the building. Woo. Marlene, she said, hey, Love and Live Show. How you doing, Marlene?
You know she family, right?
You already know how she
Do you know who she is?
You know she get down.
You know who she is?
Who Marlene then? Let them know then.
You don't know?
I know.
You know.
I know because I know.
She family.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because Marlene stayed trying to take me to court. That's how I know she family. All right. And there's something between this family that always got to take somebody to court. So, hey, I already know the drill.
Oh, when you go, you got to go.
You know who we have in here?
Okay.
We got the one and only Pipes. Herself. We've got Shandy Chi. Come on now. She in here, all right. She said, hey, Love and Live Show in chat.
Hey.
Shandy in the building, getting musical with it.
Yeah.
We like that. So we're here on relationship advice. We done talked about a whole lot. We started with the partner seeing the old flame.
Yeah.
Then we added a little bit more detail.
Yeah.
Now the partner seeing the old flame, and it's a hotel date.
Yeah.
All right, so they eating at the hotel.
We went to that phase.
And so we're going through with the foolishness. Then we talked about kind of the expectations that men have and the unrealistic expectations that they have. And why do they have these expectations? Very good conversation. Then we cycle back, start having is it okay to date with your friends or family date? You know, are you able to go for the leftovers? Can you heat them up and throw them in the microwave?
You know, is it all right for the sloppy seconds? You know,
and came at every angle of the sloppy seconds. You know, with the help of Sleazy. You know, we just coming through with a whole lot of conversations. We just got up off of a good conversation.
And what was that conversation about?
Well, we had the abuse conversation that we talked about. We just had the with the men and women conversation. That was quite a long conversation. Then we started talking about dating because you didn't got me on the whole thing, talking about taking one question. Then we just kind of kept that rolling. It was saying, how do you feel about a whole lot of kids in a relationship?
Yeah, we said no.
And then we just went with a whole bunch of stuff.
No.
Yeah, no, it's a whole lot of no. BDBGP said, LNL, I'm going to send y'all a list of my upcoming Battle of the Beats episodes on IG. Let me know which ones y'all want to judge. All right. Okay. For sure. Let us know.
Like that Battle of the Beats. We have fun. Y'all have not checked it out, please go check it out. It's in March. What day BDBGP? What day is it in March?
Micro
but
said,
I know it's in March, early March.
Micro said,
Sunday.
food tastes better after 2 days. You acting up, Micro. You acting up. Oh man. But yeah, all right. So that's a whole lot of.
Yeah, we had a whole lot of relationships. We were getting down on relationship today. It got deep, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It was some deep stuff in here, and we found out a lot about how Elijah thinks, and he's not dating women with kids.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, just
either.
as well as you're not dating a man with kids.
I sure will not.
My whole philosophy behind that is like, it's not even no kids, right?
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of kids. It's a whole lot is different than one kid. One kid, think about it, observe every angle of the situation. Do I really want to get into this, get down? I have to think about that a little bit more. All right, and it might be case by case scenario for me.
Yeah.
A whole lot of kids, I said the only exception I am down to make is if I am late in life. Gray head.
Well,
that live the whole life.
Or 30. Like, not early 20s, like late 20s or 30s.
I don't even want 30. I want 50. I really want 60s territory.
But most people have kids in their 20s.
And I don't want the kids all right, you have to understand, right? I want them well over the 18-year mark. If you having kids, I want them to come over for dinner. We're gonna have Christmas fun. And they have their grandkids that can come over and we fool around with that. But in terms of raising no kid, I'm not trying to have no part of the process.
18 still living at home with her mama.
What are you talking about?
The kid, the woman that has a kid.
No, what are you talking about right now? We already know that's a non-factor. You are talking wild right now.
I gotta ask. I need to know. I'm going to sleep now. Text you tomorrow. I'm tired. Okay, goodbye, sweetie.
All right, you take care. Marlene said nobody ain't meeting up with their ex, period.
That's what we said. It ain't going to happen.
That was the conversation.
And they were looking at me kind of crazy because I was like, no. Mm-hmm. We had some people that was on my side, though. Shandy said, my son don't want no kids right now. He's 21 and engaged.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people just, like, kids is one thing, right? But you gotta think
somebody else's kids is another thing.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like there's so much that goes into a kid, and that's just a whole nother factor you gotta deal with.
Cause you already know I'm gonna ask. I gotta ask questions so then when if it happens, I'm gonna remind them of this.
Oh, but you said this. Listen. Things change, people change. Love grows, comes and goes.
You trying to change it up right now?
Microphone said real talk. A lot of great relationship with friends that was not originally yours. So it do work sometimes. People have gotten married to their ex and are winning. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
I don't know.
It's a different slice of life for each person.
It is.
I mean, I think that's one thing you got to ultimately understand. But I think it also does come when you're dating within a friendship or you're dating anybody's ex. And you have a relationship with them.
Friendship.
Yeah, that they really are subject to you being ready to cut ties with them after that because
that means you didn't like your friend. You only was with your friend to benefit off of something.
I mean, there's so many second thoughts that comes. All right.
Marlene
said, my ex still in my DMs. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
She leaking the sauce. Okay.
So would you mean so if you had a boyfriend right now?
Come on, you know Marlene is not doing that.
And the ex is trying to have you out for dinner at a hotel. Would you go? I'm just saying. That was a question.
You know Marlene is not with the food.
That was a question earlier, Marlene. Would you go?
We got somebody.
Marlene said, "Nope, I'm cutting this out." No, what?
We got the best month. We've got
April showers.
April, how you doing? She said, "Hello, everyone. How you doing, April?"
Hello.
Now, Shandy said, "If you see your ex, I'm gonna go see mine." All right. So what's the point of us being together? Let's just be single and see everybody.
That's all I said. We gonna break up. You gonna go see your ex? We ain't together no more.
Microfarmer said people got remarried years later and it works. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna go see the person on my time. We together. You want to go see your ex and have a dinner on my time, though? No, sorry, Bob.
Sweet Reed said nephew said he ain't taking care of no kids. Maybe when he gets in his 30s. Listen,
He ain't even got my 30s with me. He's my older.
You gotta understand, right?
But, I'm gonna remind him.
It's the perspective. I wouldn't even mind having a kid, right? Like if I had a kid and I'm like 25, living life, whatever, 20, even early 20s, don't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Having a kid is one thing. All right, so many factors can pull up, and all of a sudden you got a kid. So having a kid is one thing, but if it's the whole lot of kids, I'm too young for you to have a whole lot of kids. If I'm 30, right, them whole lot of kids still got a whole lot of growing. So there's too many different factors. That's why I said, as old age settles in, that's when I'll be down for all that. When I could be the step grandpa, I could be the step grandpa. I'm happy with that. And nothing else is coming and nothing else is going.
Yeah, he happy with
she can have her kids, I can have my kids if it was going down with that, whatever. That situation is up in the air. But I'm not trying to do all that. That's all I'm getting at. But yeah. Okay. Marlene said, I said, no way ever.
That's all I'm trying to say.
April said, doing good, doing well.
If the ex is the ex, we leave the ex alone.
Sleazy said, block them, Marlene. Sweetie said, I know a few people that married the same person twice.
Yeah, I don't.
Marlene,
good. See?
Marlene said, I'll block them, Sleazy, and then they make another account. They try to see the life.
They stalking you.
They try to live life with Marlene.
They like,
right?
I need my Marlene.
Micro said, why it's on your time is your time and mine's is mine. We both not born together.
What? What are you talking about?
You don't own me. Oh my goodness. You don't own me. Michael Farmer is saying, why is it when it's on your time, it's your time, but when it's on mine's, it's mine's. We was not born together. I don't know what Michael Farmer.
I don't know what you're talking about. You gotta tell me.
Oh, Sleazy said at this point it's not an ex, it's a stalker now.
That's what I said.
Oh, Shandy said you might have flashbacks with your ex and want to tap it again right quick. Shandy, you acting up. Shandy, you acting up. Shandy, what are we doing? All right. Sweet Reese, I definitely would not disrespect my husband or myself by dealing with an ex.
That's all I'm saying.
Stay said, in my 20s, it was snooty. No to anyone with kids. I was too selfish for that. In my 30s, one kid under the correct circumstance was okay. In my 40s, and I've been with the man with a whole lot of. And listen, and that's the thing, right? I feel like I don't want no kids that's young, right? Like, if I'm getting with some kids, it's gonna be they in their 20s or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to do the whole early life. That's not what I want to do.
What is that in high school?
18? Yes, absolutely. Getting ready for the college life? No, 18 getting ready for college life. I'm feeling that.
So he ain't doing nobody with kids, just period. Get that in your head.
Listen, and I said,
you call it?
I said the one that is okay, it's good.
Is it cold?
You're
gonna make me fall.
Sleazy said, favorite nephew need him a 50-year-old woman. Whoa, calm down.
Because then you get the old kids that you wanted.
Listen, 50 for 50. All right, we got to make 100 together. We're not doing the. If it don't add up to 100,
you can't be with a cougar.
No, it got to add up to.
He won't let me be a cougar. He's trying to tell me what I can be.
You got to add up to 100. We're not doing all that. It could be 100 something. It got to be 100 something.
These young ladies got 9-month-year-olds. See,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sleazy. It's just like taking on that responsibility is a lot. I really got to be really feeling this person on a whole deep spiritual level, let alone you got the 9, the 1, the 2, the 3, 4. That's a whole lot of, and I'm just not ready for that.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I'm just not ready to be tied down with all that. Hey, Micro said you can come to me with kids as long as I'm not buying shoes. Listen. Oh my goodness, you acting up, Micro. I mean, I feel like if you with somebody, right, and they got the kid, I feel like you will want to do for the kid. You will form a relationship with the kid. It's not a requirement, but I think you would. Nobody want to be in a relationship and the kid don't like you. Like, just kind of hate you, despise you, or just don't want nothing to do with you type of vibe.
Buying
It just
shoes
makes things
and
perfect.
a kid liking you.
No, I don't want to buy the kid no shoes like that. Like, they want the Jordans, but they can get the Walmart. Like shoes might not be the area we getting here, right? Like, you want the Yeezys, you're not getting no. You want the Jordans, you might end up with the Shaqs. It's just how it's going, That just might not be my area for you. But you will want to provide for that kid in some way. Oh man. Shandy said, I'm not settling down till 90.
Dang, all right. Shandy, can you do about 70, 80? So you can be over there jamming to your music. Hey.
Marlene said, Micro, buy me some shoes. Oh, no. Sweetie said, not the shoes.
Well, you ain't getting them from me like he already said. You almost at Payless and they ain't even open no more.
Micro said, if I have to buy stuff for the kid for you to like me, I'm not buying. Understood.
I agree 100%.
But I mean, I also understand that if I'm going in a relationship with somebody who already got a kid, I'm really feeling this person enough for me to just put a ring on it at that point. I just have to see something in you that I've never seen before for me to want to be taking a whole kid. And that's a whole lot of. Michael said, "What was you wearing when I met you and your mama?" It's the same
without
way
my money. That's what you're gonna get now.
Without my money. Sandy said,
why are you so far down?
There was no one worthy enough for my son. Oh, okay. There was no one worthy enough for my son to see me with.
Yeah, I understand that.
Stacey said, Wally World best.
Yeah,
Life of Molly said, I don't mind if he has kids as long as the mother is no longer alive.
Oh,
widow. It's a widow.
I can go with you on that one. I can go with you on that one.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Michael said he'd never go in like that.
What did he say?
Sleazy said, Shandy going for that insurance check at this point. Who's gonna go first? Oh man. Stacey said the baby mom gotta be dead. Sleazy said nappy headed babies. Marlene ain't playing at all. But it will still be true love, says Shandy.
Exactly.
With that insurance. Yes, I'm not dealing with the baby mama at all, says Marlene.
I don't blame you. I don't want to do the baby mama either. That's what I'm saying. Now, I just don't want to do it. And even if the person's dead, I kind of don't want to deal with the kids because, my thing is, I've seen people in relationship with their kids or, having other kids. Mm-hmm. And the say it's the man got the kid. The man don't want you to discipline the child, but you want you to do the child's hair, make sure the child's dressed, clean, bathed. But you can't discipline. I ain't got time for that either. Yeah. We got problems. If I can't discipline, we can't. What is up?
Hey, everybody.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah. Love, the black love.
You see? Okay, so Chris is not gonna make it. He put his cold hands on me on purpose. You see, I got a blanket because I'm cold. You see this, and then he'll come in with
Christmas time,
in February.
In February.
Well, I want my gifts.
The snow out.
I don't got no hot chocolate. You know, like hot chocolate with snow.
Spiky said, I done ate a pork chop and everything, and y'all still lie. And Shandy said, I had a kid and did not want to date folks with kids. Ain't that sad?
Nope, it ain't sad. I agree.
Michael said, I'm not dealing with no baby daddies either.
I'm telling you, preach it. And where's our pork chops at? That's what I'm talking about.
He said pork. Yeah, Prez got pork chops cooking.
I know. I thought it was just taco time.
Stacey said, I disciplined everybody kids.
Me too, Stacey. Girl, you can't. Your kids can't come to my house if I can't discipline them. That's all I say.
Spike said, I didn't cook them, sleazy. Shandy said, hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Oh, that's Chris. I don't like him no more. He just throw the hands on me.
Marlene said, if that kid say I'm going to my real mama, they can't come back. Period.
Or you ain't my mama.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna show you.
You're not my dad. Like stuff like that.
That
Just make
you
you like, oh
over
my
here.
Stacey said, I'm that church lady with the hard tap.
That's right. I agree.
Sweetie said that's love, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna hop off, y'all. We've been on here for 3 hours. Had a lot of good questions.
Yeah, this was a
We
fun
came up with
relationship
some
advice.
good conclusions, and we
Y'all
just
got
thank
deep
all y'all
questions
for coming
today.
in here.
Y'all was on
We
it.
was engaging with the questions.
Yeah.
The questions was leading to more questions.
I liked it. It was some good questions.
Marlene said it was fun.
Yeah, so next week y'all have the same questions.
Come through.
Yes.
We can talk about it a little
Not
more.
the same question, but
more questions.
the same energy that we had today was
energy.
great.
Keep that energy.
Y'all was on it. We love y'all.
We got a lot of projects to wrap up, so we're gonna end this one saying, remember
to love and live
each day
as if it were your last. And don't forget game time tomorrow.
Yes, don't forget game time tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Smooches!
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 Never Live Show. It's hot. Taste it hot. I'm ready. Never Live. Let's go. Never Live Show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Always relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live Empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Dynamite's the truth. Have you favorite nephew? Lenora. She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love and Live Show.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and Live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay up and live. Get up and stay up and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
This is Love and Live Shots.com.